Yo, yo, yo. How are we all doing? It's the midweek show, live on Airliners Live. Hope you're all doing well, guys. I'm back in the hot seat. I'm not sat like this. Is this how you got to sit, apparently, now, down here? It's actually works quite well. There he is, back up there on the roof, Mr. Brownie. How are you doing, sunshine?
Not too bad. I've been banned from being in that seat, apparently.
Well, it was funny because you messaged me, didn't you, on the day, going, mate, the logo, like, what's going on with the logo?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, mate, that should be on. Like, everything you showed me was exactly how it should be. And should I press, like, when I press it, whack. Does it go? Is it on? Checking. It's on.
It's on.
It's on. So that is living proof, ladies and gentlemen, of what we deal with on a day-to-day basis on Airliners Live, because I've changed nothing. We've just gone away, we've come back, and it's working.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend, and hope your week's off to a good start as well. My camera is super wide today. I thought I'd just leave it as a bit of a meme, but how does it look, folks? How does it look? I mean, I'm a bit dark, I think. I think it's
exposing for the sky, that's the problem now.
But I mean...
It's like watching in 3D.
Yeah.
You're just coming out of the screen towards everybody.
It's kind of cool, actually. You can just see everything around me. It's like a fish, like one of them 90s music videos. Oh, let's go. 1, 2.
I think I might be nipping back to the car in a minute. I've left my cap in the car. I can't see Jack Daniels down here.
Yeah, the sun is peeking through the clouds. Not too bad at the moment, but I think it's going to get more and more sunny as the day goes on. Forecast is a bit of sun today, which is nice. Nice rare catch at Manchester. And there's not too much wind today either, so this could be fun.
Apparently tomorrow there's weather warnings for snow out and about. So VIPs, expect a few little behind-the-scenes updates tomorrow, because... I think we're planning in the morning to not take a bit of a break. I won't really call it a break, but we're going out just to make a little video for the VIPs in the morning, and it's going to get me and Andy out of the office. It's going to be something completely new that isn't really related. Well, it's not related to aviation at all. And I think it's... I mean, as long as it's not levering it down. If it's levering it down, we'll postpone. But, we're going to go and do something a little bit different tomorrow. Break the mould a little bit and give you VIPs something a little bit behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, we've been putting a lot of VIP stuff out lately. A lot of posts and a lot of little clips and things. Martin's been posting videos in the VIP Discord section as well. We had a VIP games night last night. So we're just doing our bit to give back to the VIPs and give you guys a little bit of extra stuff outside of the regular, aviation shows that are all free, of course, and, they always will be. But it's the folks who support us and who are VIPs, have tower badges and Wookiee badges and tail badges next to their names that make all this possible.
Absolutely. And first arrival we got coming in is a Sun Express 737 in from Antalya. So that'll be our first arrival on today's stream. As I was driving in STS, I saw that Brussels A330 as well. That was quite cool to see that.
Very nice. Yes, STS have been getting a lot of various clients. They've got I think a Iceland Air 757 at the moment as well.
Yeah,
a lot of British Airways aircraft going in and out as well. And rumour has it that they're going to be getting BA Dreamliners as well going forwards. Nice
while this arrival comes in, I'm going to leave you on that camera. I need to go and get my cap. I can't see anything. BRB, one sec.
The sun is arriving on the Sun Express. How's everyone doing though, folks? How's your week been so far? Let me know in the chat. Anyone had a good week? Anything fun happened? Or anyone just having a bit of a grind and not much exciting going on? Let me know. Hopefully we can help brighten that up a little bit. Back on the multicam setup as well, so you'll see plenty of that on the show today. It's all fun and games. And shout out to anybody who participated in the VIP games night last night. I even did a little VIP live stream for those who may not be able to play. It was silly, it was fun, it was chaos. And we're going to do them every 2 weeks, we think, here on the channel. So every Tuesday, once a fortnight. Rather, we're going to do that Tuesday evenings, 7:30 in the evening, UK time. So Express 737 MAX 8 touching down runway 23 left, 23 right. Sorry, at Manchester. Just need to level the tripod out a little bit. You can see it's a little bit not straight. There you go. Plane was going uphill there for a second. Sun Express, another Turkish carrier at Manchester, does flights to Antalya, I think, in the summer. They also do Dalaman, I think, from Manchester. Antalya is a super popular destination, though. Almost like year-round. Although I went to the south of Turkey once in April. It wasn't super warm, though. Definitely wasn't warm enough to go swimming in a swimming pool and things. But it was nice. Much nicer weather than the UK, but I think a lot of the world, it's nicer than the UK, isn't it? I remember looking at a UV chart comparing the USA to Europe, and especially like the UK, and just how much more sun they get over in the US compared to the UK. Obviously, sun is something we massively value over here, and you go over to the US, and even like the most northerly states, is like Washington, Montana, all that. They get a lot more sun than us. And then as you go further south, yeah, it gets quite ridiculous. So, yeah, it does make us a bit jealous over here. But
that's better.
Maybe a bit of sun today. Although it's very much through clouds at the moment, so it's not really anything UV. It's just annoying.
Can see now.
Yes.
Artie, thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime on the Twitch channel, mate. Thank you very much for that. Good day to you as well. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Hello. Yeah, I think yesterday we had about 14 people in the same Discord room at once, so...
And how was that?
People were pretty well behaved. It was a bit chaotic, like, as you'd imagine, but it was not too bad, actually. It was very silly, put it that way.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a... I guess you'd call it a bit of a digital detox at the minute. Right. There's got so much going on, man. I just can't handle just doing anything else. I'm just chilling in the evening and just, rather than just sitting there with headphones on looking at the PC all night, just trying to, if I want to watch a stream, just like put it on the telly or something, you know what I mean, and just sit and chill.
Yep. No Emirates A380 on stand. It obviously left somewhat on time today. Usually on a Wednesday it goes so late that we catch it when we go live at like 11. So nice to... Hopefully the one coming in on Flight 17 is going to be relatively on time.
We've got some supports to catch up on as well. Stuart Brown becoming a brand new Premium Economy member. Cheers, Stuart. Thank you very much, and welcome to VIP to you. Mr. Pingu, thank you very much for your Premium Economy membership. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. RevKev, returning for 23 months, received my 1 million coin last week. How cool. RevKev, you need to let us know what number you ended up getting on that, mate.
Yes.
And Regan Farmer, returning for 9 months. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. And Erica getting her red tail badge. 12 months of membership. 12 months down, forever to go. Intercity 300, welcome to you. And Louis van der Haan returning for 20 months, saying time flies when you're having none. What? And Adam Fitzgibbon, our first gifted membership of the day. Thank you very much, Adam, putting us to 2 brand new members on today's show. Thank you very much, guys. If you do enjoy the stream, make sure you give it a like as well. That's a great way to support us for free. And we've got a couple of aircraft moving, including an Aer Lingus A330 out to Bridgetown, and down the end of the runway, Ryanair out to Berlin. But like I say, keep an eye out tomorrow. Looking forward to it, actually. I think it's going to be something a little bit different.
Yes.
It's going to give us something. But I'm not going to... I think we have spoke about our idea of what it's going to be, but for anyone who doesn't know, you'll have something different to watch in the next week or so.
Shannon saying, the plane spotting park there is crazy. Nothing like it here in the US. Yeah, Shannon, I mean, open to the chat. Is there anywhere else in the world where they sort of embrace plane spotting to this extent to have a runway visitor park? I mean, like, I'm just thinking of... I mean, you got the Aero Park at East Midlands. That's quite good. Chocksaway Diner at Hardham. But the problem is, them two airports, they're not anywhere near as busy as Manchester. I suppose if you go into Europe, there's just really not much, is there? So we're so fortunate to have the Runway Visitor Park here at Manchester.
It's
so
stand
good.
out. It's great for us, and as I say, we love just basing our streams here. It allows us to put on a bigger production, and it gives us a great view as well, and especially on the Sundays when we have Matt's camera coming in. It's just it's something else. It's really, really good.
And then you got I'm thinking Amsterdam and Dallas Fort Worth. They both have dedicated streaming car parks. Viewing car parks with a footpath. The problem is though, they're such big airports that you only see a fraction of the action when you're on just one runway. Like Dallas Fort Worth, you've seen a plane take off miles away. Whereas you're right on one of the runways here, and the same for Polderbarn at Amsterdam Schiphol. Whereas Manchester, we got both runways just right in front of us. It's wild. Ryanair departing there. Just single runway ops at the moment, it looks like. 11 o'clock is usually when they go down to just the one runway being used.
Fraser saying you got sunshine over Manchester for a change. Mate, it's not going to last long. I think we're forecast to get snow tomorrow.
Yep.
And if we don't get snow, it's a weather warning of some sort anyway. But we'll enjoy it while we've got it, mate. We will. And Eric, thank you very much, and congrats on the 1 million subs. Can you make tags on the screen where the planes are heading to and arriving from? We don't have that functionality at the moment, mate, I'm afraid. But we'd recommend having a flight radar app open, just so you can see you can see where things are coming from. And we do tend to say, we told you where that Ryanair was going, for example, a moment ago. So we do our best to keep you up to date in the chat. But another nice departure coming up out to Singapore, A350-900 just pinging up, about to start its pushback in the next couple of minutes.
Got Emirates Flight 17 on the way in. That's running rather late today. Usually arrives, 3 minutes from now, 15:15 the hour. But today it's running pretty late. It's still over Europe. It's over sort of Germany and maybe the Netherlands. And that's going to be in just under an hour's time. So stick around for that, folks. We'll catch that on today's show. An A380-800 series, biggest passenger aircraft on the planet.
Yeah, that functionality is quite easy. We can do it with APIs and stuff, John. But the thing is, it's who's going to control it, mate? That's the thing. I cannot physically control anything else down here with the amount that we've got going on as it is.
We have dabbled with that in the past, and I don't think it's worth all the extra stress, and it's just more things to go wrong, and
if there's a way we can do it easily, then we'll look at it. But the way we were doing it previously, it's just you can see how my arms are fully outstretched and I've got equipment. I'd have to have another laptop down here just to do that. It just gets too much. At some point, I think you just have to say the show's good enough, and we'll do our bit as presenters to let you know. And I know sometimes when he can, Mike's in the chat as well, just giving you guys all the information. So.
Yeah, we do have radar here, me and Martin. Problem is you can't broadcast that radar because obviously it's usually like a paid app that we're using, like the gold membership on Flight Radar 24, and you're not allowed to broadcast that view to you guys, so we can't just go onto another screen where we have radar. We're kind of limited to what we have. We did work in the past with Radar Box, and we had a integration with them, but it never really worked that well. Weren't too happy with it, so we moved on from that, and we use Flight Radar 24 these days, and that's pretty solid, to be fair.
Yeah, John, feel free to drop us an email. As I say, we have developed something already which basically pulls in the data from Radar Box live through their API. We filtered it by aviation, by the aircraft height, so that we knew the aircraft at the lowest height was going to be the next to arrive, and we had it at the top of the list. We had all sorts running filter wise on it, and it wasn't the fact that it was just too much to trigger. Unfortunately, we were doing too many things at once. But yeah, feel free if you've got a better idea to drop us an email. Gary Bennett, good morning to you. Raymond Grozo, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. And John, thank you very much. Enjoying the stream. Yeah,
definitely. I think as long as we're mentioning where the aircraft are going and coming from and things like that. But we do have a lot going on, especially on the Sunday shows where we have multiple locations, and we're also just balancing us and the multiple cameras here, and then just talking to chat and things. It's a lot to take in, so it definitely wouldn't be utilised consistently unless we had it automated. But then it's like, how do you do that? That's a whole other problem.
Yeah, I one thing I don't even know if it's possible. But Flight Radar has that kind of augmented reality view where you point your phone at the plane and it comes up. Like, I love if that could be enabled on the stream somehow, but I've got no idea, mate, how you would even
maybe it's worth reaching
go
out
about doing that. That'd be pretty nuts. But.
Yeah, I have a rough idea. Can you imagine? Yeah, okay. Let's send him a message because.
Well, you'd probably need some sort of GPS beacon or something on where the camera is with a gyroscope on it somehow, so it knows what way it's facing, what way it's looking.
Imagine if it's like that Red Bull Air Races where you can see like the trajectory of the planes and their path, and it's like flight numbers appear on screen. That would be mind blowing. Yeah.
Flight Radar, if you want to give it a go,
right?
Get on the flip phone.
That's got to be possible. But yeah, Flight Radar 24, an app that's just free to download, free to use. And then there's like paid memberships. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows about it already, but if you don't, it's really good. That's what we use.
Mr. Owen Flemmo returning for 29 months, saying I'm still here. Hey up, sunshine. Thank you very much for supporting the stream, mate. 29 months. And Mike Rogers returning for 2 months, saying had 2 months hanging with you lot. Have a great stream from Mike. Cheers, Mike. And Tom Duck saying there's an Air France Wookiee on radar with 13 months of membership. Cheers, Tom. Yeah, nice. We saw one arriving actually just as we were setting up this morning. So yeah, good to see them in. If you've not seen the Pratt & Whitney video on the Airliners Lounge, make sure you head over to that. And if you loved our Fears of Flying video, episode number 2 of that is now on our Airliners Lounge channel as well, and that was the video that did over 1 million views on episode 1, so I really recommend you go and watch episode 2, share it on your social media, guys. If you know anyone who's got a fear of flying, drop the video to them, and just share it as much as we can, because the first video helped so many people. It'll be great to get the second video out to do just as well. So big shout out, Captain Mark, I know he's in the chat as well. Thank you very much, dude, for getting involved on that.
Yeah.
And Ian with a $4.99 donation saying, only just realised I've done my first 6 months. Here's to the next. Keep up the great work, gents. Cheers, Ian. Thanks for supporting the channel with a donation, mate.
Pratt & Whitney video is interesting. Like, I think it's not really been picked up on mainstream news and stuff because it's such a subtle, as you describe, microscopic problem that is manifesting as a serious issue across a lot of airlines that, with aviation and things, even minor problems end up being quite big because these airlines, they don't have a lot of like aircraft to spare, just to utilise. A lot of them are being used day in, day out. So when you've got just a handful of aircraft grounded because of a fault, it becomes a big problem, and that's what like the likes of KLM are experiencing right now, and a lot of airlines that are using the Pratt & Whitney engines. I mean, didn't you look at it? It was about 40% of all A320neos use them engines.
Yeah, so not 40% have received faulty engines, but they are using the Pratt & Whitney engines. Mm-hmm. So obviously it's something to bear in mind. They are a big thing. I just noticed in the background, we didn't really focus on it, but we'll make sure we do on the departure. A321neo from Iberia.
Was that what it was?
That looks stunning. So nice. Really, really nice.
Didn't even notice. Good spot.
Yeah, really good. Nice to see that. Slightly further left, if you can, on the wide camera as well, when you get Momento.
There you go.
Lee Davies, thank you very much, gifting an Airliners Live membership to the stream. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. 3 brand new members on today's show. And Onkar Singh with the 18 months premium economy membership. Welcome back, Onkar. Hope you're doing well.
Welcome back. And tomorrow, also on the Airlines Lounge, there'll be a new video. It's the one I was talking about on the weekend, about my trip on Friday to what is UK's worst rated airport. And it's not actually Manchester Airport. I know Manchester have received a bit of criticism over the last few years. But by customer reviews, there's another airport somewhere in the UK that's worse. So I visited that, and it was an experience. So you guys might enjoy it. If you like watching me suffer, that might be a video for you.
Aer Lingus A330 on the way out to Bridgetown, and the Singapore out to Singapore is now taxiing out. So that'll be next to go. And from June 2023, the Iberia Express A321neo, stunning aircraft. That love that.
Nice.
On its way out to Madrid, and that'll be the first departure for us in that queue there.
As Danny says in the chat, the A380 Emirates is about 50 minutes away. So that'll be a nice catch for today's show with the sun out for a change as well. It's a good job we didn't stream yesterday because we were in the office just looking out, and man, the weather here in Manchester was appalling. It was just non-stop rain all day.
Yeah, it wasn't fun yesterday, was it?
I was speaking to one of the tour guides here at the RVP. She was saying that she was doing outdoor tours yesterday, and she was just saying, when does it stop? You know, when does this rain stop? We're all very hyped for the spring, and we can kind of feel it in the air. It feels like spring's on the way.
Well, Jen noticed this morning, she got up and we love daffodils, right? So,
oh, yeah.
We've planted some around just on our outside patch there, and she noticed them coming up today.
Yes.
Which was a bit of a surprise, actually, because it feels a bit early. But yeah, they're popping up today, so that's always a nice feeling when you just start to see the plants starting to come out. And she's got a little Christmas tree, we call it, like a real one that she's planted, and that's got some fresh shoots coming off it. So yeah, it's hopefully we're coming out of it. But then, as I say, I think we're going to get a bit of a shock tomorrow because there's something else a bit nasty coming, a bit of low pressure over Manchester.
Yeah.
But as I say, 321, enjoy this, guys. It's a nice looking aircraft. Let us know what you think of this one in the chat.
That was nice.
Really nice.
Heading off to Madrid Barajas Airport. Really big airport. Busiest in Spain.
I'm stuck in subscriber only mode. Do you know why? I've got no idea, because we don't even have our... What? I mean, yeah, it is subscriber only mode, the chat.
But you're
chatting. A subscriber, so I don't know what you mean, Sam, on that one. If there's something weird, I'd just recommend logging out and logging back into YouTube, mate. It's probably my recommendation for you. Next to land is the Aer Lingus from Dublin, just a little ATR, and A320neo following that in shuttle to Quebec on the London shuttle service. So they'll get the Aer Lingus out after the ATR, I assume.
I remember back before we had subscriber only mode. Do you remember how many bots we used to get in the chat?
We used to get bots.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, and you couldn't do anything about them because all you could do is just ban them. But then another one would come in, and they just post like links, like dodgy links in the chat, and just, you know, very I don't know, degenerate messages, shall we say? Yeah, it was not fun, and but they've all gone now, so that's good fun.
Peter Carroll, welcome back for 23 months. Yellowtail next month. Thanks for the 23 months of great entertainment from Peter. Cheers, mate. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing that gold tail badge next to your name, mate.
Another thing I'm looking forward to as well, one food that I love is egg. Like, I know you like your... you have bacon and egg. Yeah.
The RVP.
Matt has sausage and egg. And I can't have egg. I still, even to this day, I still can't eat it. It just gives me all kind of...
Neither can I, but I have it anyway.
Mine just gives me the worst, like, stomach cramps and everything. So, but alternatively, if anyone has issues with egg, duck eggs, they are fine for me. I can eat them all day long. The problem is they don't lay eggs in winter, ducks. So to get them in winter, you know, there's a farm by the dairy farm I go to that does duck eggs. They don't sell them at the moment. And in a supermarket, they're quite expensive as well. Because obviously, like, they're not, I don't think they're fresh. I don't really know how they get them. But yeah, so when spring comes around, I can finally have my favourite food again. I miss it. They're so expensive. It's like £4 for a pack of 6.
Gosh.
It's like regular eggs. They're like, I don't know. I see sometimes a pack of 12 for £4.
That's really expensive.
It is.
Ewan, welcome back. 20 months. Saying 20 happy months. Thank you, mate.
Blurry props on the way in. Aer Lingus ATR 72.
Beautiful. Singapore A350 as the A330 rolls behind it.
Chris, what is that? I've never heard of that. Chris 79. Do elaborate. The Aer Lingus UK Lima Alpha on the reg. She's quite famous. She was the first to visit the new sea terminal at Orlando International last year. I remember when that opened. It was big news, and it was that plane from Manchester that did that inaugural arrival, I suppose you could call it. But yeah, she's based here at Manchester now, and lovely plane.
Callum saying, does anything know what happened to Scandinavian that got escorted by the QRA Typhoons? It was a radio issue, so they got escorted into Manchester. So
sounds like more of like a precautionary thing in case.
Well, it's like with anything. If you're not in contact with ATC, you're going to trigger a QRA, I think.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah, that was mad.
Lots of love and support coming into the chat. We'll catch up on that as soon as we can, folks. Thank you so much for supporting the stream today, everybody.
Thank you.
BA Shuttle, touching down here in Manchester. It's a really nice route to do on Vatsim if you want a short flight. And a brand new Brussels jet taxiing out as well, just catching the sun, which looks really nice as well.
Have Brussels Airlines got their Neos yet, I wonder? I know that was a big talk a couple of months ago.
One's just taxied out in front of us.
A320 Neo? Oh, okay. This is probably the first time I've seen one then, if that's the case. Or should I say Neo's in the new livery? Yeah, lovely British Airways aircraft here, coming in from London Heathrow.
Hey Gizmondo, welcome to the stream.
Britain's busiest airport. Man, London Heathrow, if somebody opened like a plane spotting park there, wow, that would be mad successful. There's just nothing like it. You've got Myrtle Avenue, which is like that public field. I think one of the hotels has like a plane spotting platform, and a couple of them have like bars and restaurants and things, but none of them are like tailored just for plane spotters.
And they're always under maintenance as well, aren't they?
Yes. Only for certain people, though.
Yeah.
And I know they opened that. Was it the Heathrow? The Hilton Sky Bar, but it was weird because they singled out. They said that if you're a plane spotter getting pictures and stuff, you can't go there. It's like, what's the point of that?
Let's try and catch up on his support really quick. We've had Tom and Anne gifting a membership to the community. Thank you, guys. Hope you're doing well today. Natasha gifting 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much. Natasha, you've really been supporting the stream a lot. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Harry Williams, 1 year of membership, red tail badge, 12 months of VIP, he says, and the sun's out for you today. Cheers, Harry, and thanks for the 1 year, mate. Malky Stoddart, 22 months of support, saying, blimey, I must have paid for Andy's Turkish teeth by now. And keep doing what you're doing, everyone, and stay as epic as always. Cheers, Malky. Great to see you, mate. Welcome back. Jump seat member as well. Mike Rogers also gifting a membership to the community. Thank you, Mike. And Chris Rico with the €3 donation saying, coffee time. Thank you, Chris. And just come in, a brand new VIP. Let's get some waves in the chat for Andrew K. Signing up for business class. Andrew, you've just unlocked discounted membership, so make sure you check the perks section on YouTube. Head over to airlinerslive.com. You can get yourself some discounted merchandise with your code, mate. And there's loads of different merch coming. People have asked about lanyards already. They're going to be released first at the TAS Fair, and then they will be opened up to the website sales just after. And what was the other thing that we said we were doing there? Aprons as well. Cooking aprons are being released at the TAS Fair. So ready for that Rate My Scran section on Discord.
Yep. 2 weeks on Saturday, folks. Hope to see you all there. Yeah, for those who don't know, on the 24th of Feb, so that's 2 weeks on Saturday, we'll be in the Concorde hangar here at the Runway Visitor Park, and we'll be welcoming you folks into the TAS Memorabilia Fair, Aviation Memorabilia Fair, which will be the what's going on there? A big fair where a lot of stands will be available. You can get your hands on all different types of aviation memorabilia, and the Airline's live stand will be there too. So you can come and meet the team, hang out with the team, the community as well, and get your hands on some now brand new Airliners Live swagger as well. Looks like the fire trucks are repositioning, probably over to the south side station, or it could be the training area over there as well. Not sure just yet. Doesn't look like they've got anything urgent to attend to. The blues aren't on.
Yeah, Artie, we've seen that AI camera, and we've been watching it quite closely, actually. As it's something new in the sector, and it's really been interesting to see its progression. So yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that. It's something we did think of doing a couple of years back, especially through COVID. But we kind of thought, yeah, for us it wouldn't really work. But it's working really well at Heathrow. It's yeah, we regularly have it on in the office, which is it's really cool to see. And we were a bit surprised, to be honest, that they were able to have it running for so long. We thought it would get shut down at some point. But yeah, no, they're still going, and it's getting better every single day as well. So it's well worth checking out if you do like Heathrow and you want to catch a specific arrival. There's an AI camera set up now that's capturing that, and it's doing a really good job.
It's even like withstanding the storms and stuff, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely one to keep an eye on. I want to cook the Sunday roast in the Airliners Live apron, saying Sandra. Well, you can get them first at the TAS Fair, and then we'll open them up to the website afterwards if you want to get yours.
Definitely a limited number of them available. This is my first time seeing a Brussels A320 Neo. Slightly different livery on these to the...
Much better.
Yeah, the CEOs.
That climb rate.
That's crazy. Gorgeous. I like that.
I do.
Looks better than the...
Much better, isn't it?
Yeah,
it needed something changing, that livery, mate.
Yeah.
It just wasn't right, the first one. I think that looks a lot better. Let us know your thoughts on that in the chat, guys. It's that one's definitely better for us. Plymouth Phil saying, do you guys spend much time watching other people's streams? I noticed there seems to be quite a lot of mutual respect between some of you guys. Yeah, Phil, I think the weird thing is with live aviation is it's very much like football in a sense that you're going to have bands of people that originate from specific channels, and you get certain channels that will literally badmouth us every single stream. They're literally they're like our biggest fans, mate. Honestly, they watch every single stream. They pick up on every tiny little thing we say, so they must literally be watching all the time. So hi. But yeah, it's then you get other channels like Mac Aviation who will literally just do all they can to make a really positive place to be, and just like us, just try and make a good stream for everybody. And that's the sort of people we enjoy watching, because honestly we're like 32, 33 years old. You know what I mean? This weird drama around watching planes is extremely childish, and it's not something me and Andy really want to get involved in, to be honest. So as I say, there are maybe 2 or 3 channels that we really try hard to shout out, give you guys heads up when they're doing something special and things like that. But unfortunately, there is more of a majority of channels that we just would never shout out, unfortunately, just because of how things are. It's a shame, but it's just how it is, mate. People be like that. I think any industry has people like that in it, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, I'm more of a lurker myself when I watch other channels. It's because I have such a busy life, you know. I get home, I get like an hour or 2 to spend with the family, and then I'm sort of getting ready for bed, and they will play some games and stuff. I don't really have time to watch streams. We'll have them on in the background in the office, or if I'm doing work at home, if I'm doing the dishes or whatever, I'll have some streams on. So yeah, I do watch quite a lot of live streams. I don't mind a bit of LA Flights. I think they do a top job. Yeah. Like you said, Mac Aviation, he's great. But in the office and stuff, we have not just plane spotting streams. So because another thing is, you know, we're out here plane spotting all the time, and it's nice to have a bit of variety, right? So get home and watch some, I don't know, gaming things or some just generic YouTube stuff. Hey, how are you doing, Wriggles? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Sid Squad are another awesome channel, yeah.
Beautiful. Singapore Airlines A350 900 blasting out. Really nice looking plane. A nice livery as well. I think Sid Squad as well and Mac Aviation are good examples as well of if you're a positive person and you're just doing things for the community and doing things for even like charity and stuff, just going out of your way, doing nice things and cultivating a nice, you know, surround of people. Good things happen to you. Look at Sid Squad; they're doing like live streams from the air traffic control tower at Sydney and things like that. And you know, Mac Aviation, we've always got lots of time for him and any questions he has and shouting him out. You know, we've been for coffees with him before off stream. I think it goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly, Jill. Yeah, a lot of it does come down to jealousy, unfortunately.
That's it.
Which is why we just don't take it seriously. There's one really good quote that I saw, because I'm getting a really bad habit of watching Instagram Reels, which is one thing I'm really trying to cut out. Right. But there was one quote that came up on there that said, if you've got a problem with us, or he was saying it specifically about him, but if we adapt it, like, if you've got a problem with us, ring us and tell us. And if you don't have our phone number, you don't know us well enough to have a problem with us. Is one of the things that said. I thought, you know what, that's actually really true. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's just one to just be like. But then if you block us, that's another avenue. That's going the extra mile to avoid the confrontation, shall we say? It's funny. Yeah, it's a shame. Ryanair just landed 737 800 series.
got to go on a Ryanair flight on Friday. 2 of them, actually. Both were pretty decent. Oh, an Air France A220. Then Pratt & Whitney 1000 G series engines. They are so quiet, though. They do brag that the noise profile of them aircraft is super low, which is good for certain airports, because a lot of airports have like noise restrictions as well, noise abatement procedures, and certainly like the residents and the airport themselves, local councils would probably much prefer the newer jets with the quieter engines. Obviously, here on the channel, we prefer the other way, but they do have that nice Wookiee howl that makes up for it.
Corrine, it's an awkward one with Simon's channel, Corrine, to be honest, because we think Simon makes some awesome content, and he's always out streaming. He's doing an absolutely fantastic job, and we really were shouting him out a lot and encouraging everybody to go over there. But for the last couple of months, there's been a lot of negativity directed at our channel in that chat room, and the moderators aren't removing it for some reason, and we have raised it, and it's still happening. So again, I think Simon's just too busy to even notice it, but yeah, for some reason it's not being removed, so we've kind of, we've stepped back from the channel a little bit, I'll be honest, and it's a shame because we did used to watch it a lot, but yeah, I'm not sure why something's changed there, but yeah, it's a bit of a strange one for us. Hopefully it gets picked up at some point by Simon, because yeah, he does a great job streaming, but yeah, I don't know what's changed over there recently, but I've got a good idea. Aer Lingus ATR on the way out to Belfast. And we just want to literally, guys, we just want to come here, have a bit of fun, film some planes, go back to the office, make some content, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's no point in getting involved in it, and we've probably been talking about it well too long already, to be honest.
The Ryanair 737, I came in a little bit before. I did put a post out on the likes of X and Facebook. I've been putting a couple of topical posts out there. Just saying, has anyone flown Ryanair before, and was it even that bad? And it was actually interesting to see I did a poll as well on X, just asking what was your experience like with Ryanair, because a lot of the immediate thoughts about Ryanair are always negative, but there was actually vast majority of people said it was an average experience, and more people put positive than negative. They said it was a great experience rather than negative. One person did mention that they have a lot of respect for Ryanair because they have actually made travel more viable for the masses by introducing this sort of structure that makes the base travel fare really cheap. And I couldn't agree more with that, to be honest. Like, if you're new to travel, if you're not sort of very well aware of how Ryanair acts, you could find yourself in an awkward situation where you're going to get like a fine or something, and that's going to completely ruin your experience and put you off the airline. But for the vast majority of people who seem to fly it, they just keep coming back, and they make a meme out of that, don't they? They fully embrace that meme that, people complain, but they'll come back because it's so cheap.
They just know, and honestly, I've said it a few times on the stream, I'd love to see that. I'd be a fly on the wall on that very, very first board meeting, right? Where the guys come in, big boss man comes in, social media manager comes in, and he goes, right, I want to be a complete spicer from now on.
Yep.
And trust me, guys, it's not going to go wrong. I'm going to take the mick out of everybody. I'm going to be a spicer about everything. Everything's going to be a joke. If someone complains, I'm going to say, see you next time. Honestly, guys, just trust me, it's going to work. Like, I don't know, I can't understand how... Obviously, now we know, right? It works. It's funny. The young generation love it. We're always laughing at some of the stuff they're putting on there. But it's just how they were allowed to do the first post. How that conversation happened just baffles me. Because that is a big risk, isn't it? That's a huge risk that they took there. And it paid off. And it's funny. But you've really got to get the tone of that just right, haven't you, for it to... Because I think there's a very fine line between... this is really funny to actually you really not providing good service, you know.
Especially in the modern era where people can get offended and that can like really backfire on you and stuff. I did hear a theory. This isn't official, but I did hear that a lot of the people who work on the Ryanair media team, they're not like from a corporate background. They're not from like a formally educated media outfits and PR background. They're all kind of just like young adults who are a bit memey and a bit funny, and they've just kind of made it more of a comedy atmosphere. So, because some of the things they say are really witty, aren't they, and really sharp, and you have to give them credit. They are funny. Yeah. So you just, when you're on the receiving end of it, I guess it can be a lot. But I don't know. They've embraced it, and they know exactly what they're doing. Yeah. Fair play.
Sharon, I'd say it's a mix of both, to be completely honest with you, Sharon. We focus on the aviation when it's happening, and when we have a quiet spell like we've just had there, we have a bit of a chat with the community. So, yeah, I'd say both is the honest answer to your question. Tap Embraer on the way, though, out to Lisbon.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a balance in talking to aviation action, you know. Certainly when it's really busy, there's planes just non-stop. We'd love to focus more on the planes. And like the Super Sunday show, especially when it's busy on a Sunday, but also we have the extra camera as well. Like, it's hard to... There's a lot of topics that I want to talk about that just don't get spoken about because we've just spoken a lot about the cool planes that we're catching, the cool views. We've both got a bit of a love for... you know, the photography and the videography side of things, like having nice lighting and having nice just colours on the plane and just a nice view and the great sound as well, of course. So we're all appreciating that. But, you know, on the midweek, you know, for example, when it's a little bit quieter, we can just hang out with you guys and make it more of a podcast, I guess.
We also had, where do we get up to? Andrew K. I think I welcomed you, Andrew, but a brand new VIP. Welcome to you. Natasha gifting a €3 donation, saying much love to you all, and starting a bit of a coffee train as well. Thank you very much, Natasha. Jack Harrison gifting an Airliners Live membership to the community, putting us on 13 brand new VIPs. And Yorkshire Rose with a 26 month, saying, I might not say much because I'm usually surrounded by spreadsheets, but I'm always here, and I love the community and what it stands for. Thank you very much, Yorkshire Rose. It's great to have you with us. It's I know the feeling with regards to spreadsheets usually towards the end of our year, but thank you very much for always sort of being in the chat and getting involved. We appreciate it, and I'm glad it can provide some entertainment whilst you're getting that work done as well.
Yeah. Yeah, with Ryanair, you get what you pay for. You're because you're not really going to get a good customer service experience. You know, it's almost like you're paying for a little bit of a risk as well. You know, because if you have travel disruptions, you haven't got that safety net to fall back on. Where the more prestigious airlines would help you out a little bit more. You know, if I flew with the family to Spain with Jet2, I kind of know that they would accommodate to changes and disruptions and things. Whereas Ryanair, there's a bit of a risk there, and it's like anything in life. If it's cheap, there's probably a reason for it. But it's cheap at the end of the day, so just got to take it as it is and kind of understand what you're getting yourself into. Don't have high expectations about, you know, if there is travel disruptions and they cancel the flight, well, it was only £10 for that flight, so is it really the end of the world to have to resolve your own problem to get home? You know, always take out like travel insurance as well.
Harry just saying, a quick question. Of a £10 donation, how much does YouTube take? YouTube takes 30% of any support we receive on the channel. But if you do want us to receive 100% of your donation, we do have a tip link. So keep your eye out in the chat and use our tip link, which is posted in by Streamlabs, if you do want to do that, because that's a great way of supporting the channel and making sure we get all of your donation.
I think it's in the description as well for the live stream below the video.
Exclamation mark tip in the chat. Thank you.
That works as well. G Crow, thank you for that.
Cheers for that.
Yes, I mean 30%. It's pretty standard, if I'm honest. Doesn't Twitch for a lot of things take
like
50%?
50%.
Yeah, 50%. And okay, and Twitch, by the way, folks, doesn't doesn't actually make money. So even though they're taking a lot of money from you and there's a lot of adverts on there, these platforms are really expensive to run, like really, really expensive. It was only like a few years ago that YouTube started to make money. For the first insane amount of years, YouTube was losing money because just like bandwidth, data storage, like all these hours and hours, like millions of hours of footage that get uploaded every day needs to be stored somewhere, and storage is expensive. So, and then all the bandwidths to stream it and all the services they have, and YouTube have great customer service as well for creators. It's something we spoke about a lot in the past. There's obviously a lot of people on the team that you can talk to direct quickly, whereas like another platform like Facebook, which we spoke a lot about, is the opposite. It's almost impossible to get through to a human on the YouTube creator side. Like we have 1.5 million followers on Facebook, and we still don't have any contact we can speak to on Facebook, whereas YouTube, they're always providing, they're called creator partners, program managers, I think they're called.
That's it.
But you also have just support and chat as well. It's a lot better.
That's a good spot, yeah. The radar on the tower isn't spinning, but there looks to be some guys up there working on it, eh? Look. So that's probably why it's not spinning. There's people up there. Look, what a view of it there you've got up there.
Whoa, yes. They probably have to do that on days where it's like today, where it's just
exactly.
the weather's very calm, there's no rain. How rare is that?
We did have a tip come in, actually, from Linda. Thank you very much, using the tip link. And Jill just saying also, do you still use Ko-fi? We do, Jill, but if you're able to use a tip link, it just keeps everything in one place, that's all. But yeah, Ko-fi still works as well. Thank you very much, Linda. And sorry, I'll go back to that. Linda, thank you very much for the £10, saying, loving the stream, and thanks, guys, with a £10 tip from Linda. Thank you very much. And Jill, what I was trying to say then was you also get a little alert in the chat if you use a tip link as well, which I don't think happens with Ko-fi, unfortunately. We also had Jack Harrison gifting a membership to the community. Thank you very much, Jack. Yorkshire Rose returning for 26 months. Yeah, I read that one out as well. And the Flying Architect returning for 34 months, saying, good morning, everyone working at the moment, but I have the show on the big TV in the office. Picture quality is awesome and stands on its own even without the sound. Keep it going, lads. 2 months before I get the Wookiee badge. That's awesome, mate. Thank you very, very much for your support of the channel.
I see Captain Mark's in the chat. Mark, where are you up to in terms of your flying progress, shall we say? Is there any updates that we can share? Let us know. Let us know. Be nice seeing you back here at the old airport. I'm sure you've enjoyed the break. Yeah, hit that like button as well, folks. That helps us out massively. We've got over 1,000 people watching, so if we can hit 1,000 likes on today's show, that would be really, really nice. We do have the Emirates A380 on the way in as well. That should not be too
far. It's over Northampton now.
Brilliant.
So it'll be with us in about 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Brian King, what part of Manchester is the A380 going to land at today? So there was a funny bug with... I can't remember where it was, but there was a funny bug with on radar on Sunday where the A380 was really far to the southeast from where it was in real life, and it actually landed in Knutsford on radar and parked outside someone's house. It was funny because it was just taxiing along the streets and stuff. You could just watch it.
Wow, you're going back to London Gatwick tomorrow. Wow, you're up and down, eh?
Wow. I do like Gatwick. It's not too bad for plane spotting, but there's only really one spot that you can use, and it's not close to the runway at all.
Yeah, Gatwick is not great on Vatsim.
I
don't know what it is about Gatwick on Vatsim. Has anyone worked out why? I don't know why this is the thing, but Gatwick on Vatsim seems to be where all the new people go. So it's chaos all the time. I don't know why everybody goes to Gatwick. I don't know what it is about it. Is there an advert somewhere that says if you're new on Vatsim, fly to Gatwick? Or is
it like a starters version for
I don't know.
Heathrow?
Mate, that's what I was thinking. Are people wanting to fly to London but maybe don't really want to go into Heathrow's airspace, maybe? But it's just, it's a bit of a mess. People talking over each other and people not understanding, reading back things, and people pushing the wrong way and taxiing the wrong way. And it's a shame, really, because it's a nice airport to fly into, but it's It's a bit of a nightmare on Vatsim. Like, I watched a stream the other day, and it was the guy just landed on the wrong runway. Brought the whole sequence to a stop.
Yeah, because for me, if I was new, I wouldn't want to go to London Heathrow, put it that way. So maybe they all go Gatwick instead, because that's like the number 2.
Yeah, Briar, it's got good freeware, mate, but it's terrible on performance, the freeware. I've got a 4090 PC and it stutters going into Gatwick.
Wow.
The freeware for Gatwick is so unoptimized, it's unbelievable. Could be down to it being well-staffed, yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah, do they have, like, availability there? Is there, like, an indicator about, like, is there, like, available slots? Do they close or they stop accept? Like, how does it work?
So, with Vatsim, controllers have to book time slots, but you don't see them, really. You just see if people are on or off. You can get, like, a Vatsim map that shows what controllers are on and where they're controlling and stuff. So, usually before I do a flight, I'll have a quick look and see, oh, great, they've got control, maybe I'll fly between those two. Or if you're trying to avoid controllers, then you don't go there. But yeah, Vatsim UK is a bit weird, to be honest. I don't know, Europe is always busy with a lot of sector controllers on, and Vatsim just seems to be quite hit and miss in the UK with regards to sector controllers. About sort of 7 o'clock at night, everyone tends to log off. But yeah, it's... I particularly like the Dublin guys. I think they do a great job, and obviously Heathrow controllers are awesome as well. And obviously, I spend a lot of time at Manchester as well, which is also the really, really good controllers down at Manchester. Scandinavian Neo just about to touch down.
No typhoons following it?
Not today. They flew over at like 10,000 feet, didn't they? The typhoons over the top of Manchester.
Yeah, I seen even Jonathan Winton was doing a stream at Newcastle.
Right.
And even he caught it flying over there. Kind of crazy. Can you imagine that you're in the plane and you look out the window and there's a typhoon flying next to you? Like, I think most people would get a bit concerned, but come on, me, surely get a bit excited at that. Yo, what's going on here? I believe this plane is based here at Manchester, although it's got a Irish designation, but we see it all the time doing routes to the likes of Oslo. Nice mask design up front on the Scandinavian A320 Neo. CFM LEAP engines as well. Got a TUI Dreamliner on the taxi out as well. Nice flexy lady on the move. Why does the windshield look different on this plane? I assume you're talking about the black mask around the windshield. It's basically to ease the difference in heat, basically, so help the thermodynamics of the plane, essentially.
EasyJet out to Sharm el Sheikh.
And it only really seems to be Airbus that have that on the new airliners. I don't think Boeing does, so I assume it's going to be like a patented technology. There might be a specific type of paint they're using.
Oh, wow, Flying Architect, no way, mate. So one stayed at 10,000, the other shadowed the aircraft down to 500 feet and then blasted off.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that would have been epic to see.
Yes, we were tempted to come and stream, but Mondays are very busy for us in the office, so...
well, we wouldn't have known that was going to happen, would we?
Yeah, well, there was the retirement of a Jet 275, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I was tempted to come down and stream it, but sod's law, I bet you if I came down, that wouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't have happened, no. And I know, was there a video from inside as well where you saw the Typhoons like waggling the wings and showing the belly of the aircraft, and I was like,
wow.
Mate, that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's wild.
Norwegian next to touchdown from Oslo. I wonder if this follows the same route that... It does, yeah. It's literally just a straight line. Yeah, I do this flight in the sim, and it's probably the most boring flight to do in the sim, in my opinion.
Just a straight line from
It's pretty much just
Oslo.
a straight line with an approach at the end of it.
Wow. I do find it mad how there's so many people who do flight sim streams for like a living, and when you're doing flight sim streams, it's just a lot of the flight is just not a lot happening, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to have content for the cruise, 100%. That's what I struggle most with, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, Fezza does a good job just having like topics to talk about, pictures to show, videos.
Cheers, Tameside, appreciate that. They flash the lights on that, or were they just messing with me? And Carmine asking the question which I think every Boeing engineer has thought about. Why are the engines not perfect circles? It's due to ground clearance, mate, unfortunately, which is a problem that Boeing have been struggling with on the 737 right the way up to the present day, and it's affecting the new MAX aircraft so much that they've had to put extending landing gear on it just to get enough clearance to put the new engines on. So yeah, it's just the way the aircraft was designed. I think it was something to do with making the aircraft easier to load and unload as well. Was it something to do with? Right, I've got something in the back of my head. And I can't quite remember what it is. Is it something to do with they wanted stairs on the aircraft so that passengers could get on and off without?
Way back in the 60s.
Way back.
Why
it was originally designed like that.
Yeah, it's a really old airframe when you look at it, because it was designed initially many, many decades ago. And it's still the same core design, sadly being revised.
Yeah, Airbus engines are different. And if you see on an Airbus, they've got much more ground clearance on them, mate. Much more. Hence why they've been able to just put the Neo engine straight underneath.
One of the benefits about having a newer airframe, really. That gear going to go up just yet? Taking a little bit of time. Sometimes with the Dreamliners, the landing gear doesn't go up immediately. I'm not sure if the pilots manually leave it down. I assume they probably pull it up and then it comes up whenever the brakes cool down enough to retract. Sometimes they can be thousands of feet in the air when the landing gear finally does retract. I'll keep an eye on them. We have seen a couple of issues with other aircraft. I remember, I think there was a Cathay Pacific A350 here at Manchester maybe early last year, that took off. And the landing gear kind of started to retract and then stopped. It popped back out. I think it was taken off on runway 23 left. I think we might have been live for that as well. And it flew around and then came back because it had a hydraulic problem or some kind of issue with the landing gear retracting. But with the Dreamliners, we quite commonly see that hot brakes issue. That could be a fault. The aircraft could come back down, but 9 times out of 10, I think it's just hot brakes. Yeah,
it's very, very rare that that's actually an issue. You'll usually see them coming back up in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
And thank you very much for supporting the channel. Business class membership saying, hey fellas, hope you are well. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I'm getting over a bit of a stomach bug, to be honest, but I'm getting there. And yeah, Brownie's up on the roof looking 10 out of 10 as always.
Clean shave. I had a bit of a beard yesterday. It was just getting a bit much. I was like, you know what, that's taking the mick. And now that I used to have a beard, obviously, I had it for many years, and you know how people say, oh, my face gets itchy when I grow facial hair, I have to shave it. Mine was doing that yesterday. Maybe you just get used to it, or maybe like as it's growing, you get that kind of itchiness to it. It gets irritated, it gets annoying. But when I had a beard, I never had that issue. It was weird. Just keep an eye out for that Dreamliner. Sometimes they fly the right-hand departure, and you can see them flying past them. Maybe we can see the landing gear there. No visual just yet. I've seen a message in the chat, actually. Harry saying every plane will end up being an A321 or an A320, A330, basically all Airbus.
Yeah.
Sadly, there's no competition for that size airliner, is there really? That's the problem. I know Comac are an upcoming sort of, are they Chinese and Russian collaboration, new airliner design. Definitely not anything that's of a threat to the likes of Airbus at the moment. Can Boeing rectify the problems? Can they come back, and can they dominate the next era? Who knows? We'll find out. Only time will tell.
Mike say, my beard's out of control round here. They call me Gandalf the Ginge. Yeah, I've got a bit lazy on the old shaving, I must admit.
It's all too easy to, isn't it?
Definitely. I hope you're all enjoying the stream today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in on the midweek show here on Airliners Live. We usually go until about 1:30, just bringing you some aviation for the next few hours. If you're not a VIP of Airliners Live and you enjoy the content we create, you can support the channel by becoming a VIP. It really does help us out a lot. Hit the dollar symbol, then click VIP. And if you're already a channel VIP, you can invite new VIPs to the community by clicking the dollar symbol, then clicking gifted memberships, which will make somebody's day, and it also supports the channel at the same time.
Thank you all, appreciate it. I know Matt Camsmith is doing his regular Friday show this week. He had some family commitments on the Friday just gone, so
yes,
we missed
I need
out.
to leave the key, actually. Let me take that off my keyring now, while I remember.
Yeah, Colin, exactly, yeah. Boeing have got a lot of steps to go to become the next market leader, shall we say, in the next generation. We shall see. We are definitely not the people to give you an answer there, but give our opinion. But yeah, there's definitely someone's going to have to step up and take on Airbus, going forward. As much as I prefer Airbus. They're a great company. They do some fantastic aircraft, but there needs to be competition, I think, going forwards. It's better for everybody, really. All competition is good competition for the consumer. Much like air travel in general, if you're going for, especially if you're going for the low-cost market, you've got so many options these days, especially out of Manchester. You've got like EasyJet, Ryanair, Jet2, all flying low-cost flights, and then you've got some more specific ones like Welling and Pegasus, for example. And the more competition, the better, because it's going to drive down prices, although that might not be a good thing in every aspect. But if you're looking at it purely a price point of view, it does make the world a more open place, especially for those who don't have a lot of money.
Yorkshire Traveller tuning in from Mauritius. That's a long way from Yorkshire. Hope they got a good cup of tea over there. Beautiful place in the world, though. Hope you're having a great time.
What, Yorkshire or Mauritius?
Both.
Which would you rather be in?
Hey, Stephen. Yeah, we're great. I hope you're doing well as well, mate. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that about the Alaska Air with no fastening bolts. It
just speaks for the issues that are going on at Boeing at the moment. Unfortunately.
Jet2, A321neo on the taxi. I've seen a couple of the A321s doing the rounds of other airports. I think one of them visited Newcastle the other day. One of the classic A321s. I think they've still got about 3 of them in their possession. Was it high lift? So I can't remember the regs. I know 2 of them are ex-Thomas Cook and one of them is ex-Condor. But all the A321neos that they own are brand new from Airbus. And there should be a new one being delivered soon. G-Sun G. November Golf will be the latest addition to the fleet. And I think that's also getting painted in the holiday scheme, which, if I'm honest, it does seem like they're all getting painted in that livery. As much as we'd love for the silver and red scheme to be added to the Neos. Yeah, Erica. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, being painted in in Hamburg at the moment. Yeah, that's going to be nice to see. Still not flown on one yet. Has anyone in the chat actually flown on one of the Jet 2 Neos? I had high hopes that there would be like a new cabin design and stuff, but I believe they're using the same. Not much difference to the likes of the 737s, for example.
Gerard, that's what we call each other around the office, mate. I'm not going to change the way we talk just because we're on the live stream, dude. I'm sorry. I don't think it's the worst part about the show, me calling Andrew Brownie. Is that going to make the show any better if I call him Andrew? I don't know, dude, what the problem is there. Hey, Laurie.
Morning. Hope you're well. Here then, brake fans on the A320 Neo there. A kind of high whine sound. Likewise to the sound of the LEAP 1A engines as well.
Jen says, we all love a brownie.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd literally never call him Andrew. Why would I call him Andrew? Andrew! Well, if you don't get that, if you can come down here, please.
Look at that door right there.
Iceland Max on the way out. Seeing those a lot more regularly now rather than the 75s, unfortunately. EasyJet in from Innsbruck next to land, and following that is the King of the Skies, the Emirates A380 next to land.
Oh yeah, I got a visual already. We'll catch that after this touchdown. Let the food talk commence. There you go.
Jen comes in, kicks off, and then leaves.
It's usually Fezza that does that.
Ooh, Mike says, I'm doing tapas this evening for the wife.
Ah.
Nice. Or Mrs. Rogers, if she prefers to be called on this show. Hey, listen, we'll have to get you one of them aprons when they arrive. You're going to be able to get hold of them on at the TAS Fair first, and then they'll be released on the website thereafter.
Yeah, TPES cars, I don't know. Nice YouTube channel, by the way, dude. I did check it out yesterday. Loved it. The chap does reviews of like sports cars, like Ferraris and Porsches and all sorts. It's really cool.
Tapas sounds like sitting down at the wrong end of the bath.
What?
Barbara's got a corn chili on the go for tea. Nice.
Yeah. We had lamb last night.
Did you?
Lamb chops, yeah.
What did we have last night?
Lamb.
Can't remember. Oh, sausage and mash we had last night.
Easy. Just squeezing that departure out, the A321neo. And now for the arrival of the King of the Skies.
Practically Geek, I finally turned my VR back on last night and accepted your friend's request. Here it is, arriving into Manchester after a 7-hour 40-minute flight, so it's made good time. Scrambled gas with salmon for us tonight.
Always manages to find liquid on the runway, the Emirates A380.
Yeah, Michael, I dread to think how many people are going to be fighting over stand 12 when this releases for MSFS.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a queue of A380s all asking for stand 12 at Manchester. Hey, Jake, how you doing, mate? And Lecky just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Cheers, Lecky. Thank you very much for supporting the channel today. Really appreciate that. Putting us to 18 brand new VIPs on the stream.
Cheers, Lecky. Appreciate it.
Did you see that aircraft that went off the runway and then just taxied back on and just carried on taxiing?
That was nuts.
The other day. What? I can't believe that happened, me.
An Airbus, wasn't it? A lot of people were memeing saying Airbus are built different these days. Yeah.
Gary, all the links to our equipment are in the description, mate, if you want to go and take a look.
Yeah, go and have a look. You might find some surprises in there as well.
Hey, Suze. Hope you're doing well.
Suze. Hear something proppy going overhead.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Let's have a gander.
Proppish. Doesn't sound that big. Although it might surprise us.
It's a Super King Air.
Yeah.
From Teesside to Nottingham.
Yeah, Plymouth, Phil. I've seen that too. Global Airlines getting their A380 secured and registered. I'm going to put it this way, folks. I don't think we should get too hyped about that until we actually see them flying. Because, for example, we had Centra, which was a British carrier, but was going to be based here at Manchester. We're going to do daily flights to Accra, Ghana from Manchester with the A330-200 series, and it even had an aircraft registered in their name. And that never even came close to fruition. So, yeah, still a long way to go for them, folks. I mean, they've made it a long way, but still a long, long way to go. So we'll see, and I'm definitely sceptical, put it that way.
Tony P, welcome back. 27 months on Twitch, supporting us on 2 channels. Thank you, dude.
What a legend. Cheers, Tony. Emirates A380 taxiing in. As you said, stand 12 at Manchester Terminal 1. No delay. Taxiing in by the looks of it. Although the King of the Skies is running rather late today. I don't think such a big deal here at Manchester, but surely that's a big deal when they're running late going back to Dubai, because a lot of people connect. Majority of the passengers will be connecting at Dubai and flying to other destinations. So obviously you want to be arriving at Dubai relatively on time to get your second flight, should it be immediately after. When is the King not running late? Yeah. We were playing that VIP games night last night, and that was a funny topic that kept cropping up. Or just the King of the Skies in general.
And Bex is enjoying the stream on a lunch. Thanks for hard work. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, Bex. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Yeah, it has been very late lately, hasn't it? Lately.
Oh, nice, Graham. Bet you're looking forward to that, mate.
EasyJet A320 Neo, another new generation aircraft.
Hey, good luck, Chris. Have a good landing, mate. And there it is, pulling on to stand 12 at Manchester. And we've got an Austrian next to land in from Vienna, operating an Embraer 195 today.
Yeah, if the A380 moved on time, it's like a big, I don't know, it leaves you pretty staggered, to be honest. It departed once on time for me the other week when I was doing that filming session early morning, sunrise stuff. It's like, wow, what the heck? Like, why is it on time? What's happened? But yeah, like I'd say 9 times out of 10, it's late in some way.
Cheers, Ben. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Tuning in.
Here is the Austrian Airlines. Like we said, coming in from Vienna. Sometimes use the Airbus A320 family, these, but most of the time it's the Embraers. The Turkish Airlines is now lining up on runway 23 right for the departure, heading back to Istanbul. A very popular route. And likewise to Emirates, a lot of these people will be connecting onto other flights, going to the likes of the Far East. I have a friend who lives in Tbilisi in Georgia, and I've always wanted to go, meet him, because I met him in university and we've stayed good friends since, and we've kept in contact and stuff, and he's always said you should come over. But Tbilisi is like, it's very Russian, there's a lot of Russian language there, but it's very tropical as well. So it's like Canary Islands weather with like kind of Russian setting. It's a very weird blend of cultures, but it's a very, very beautiful place. But there's no direct flights from anywhere in the UK, so you'd have to go via Istanbul, something like that. It's quite a long journey to get there. I suppose it'd be a good excuse to fly Turkish Airlines. We've spoke a lot of times about them, and they're very popular at Manchester, and I've been told they're very good to fly by many people.
Thank you very much, John, for gifting a membership to the community, putting us on 19 brand new VIPs today. Thank you, John.
Cheers. I did see a question in the chat earlier saying, when's the meet and greet? So that's the TAS fair that we're talking about, the Aviation Society Memorabilia Fair, which is taking place 2 weeks on Saturday, so that's the 24th of February, starting from about 10 a.m. The Airline is live. Meet and greet stand will be there. It's free to enter. You don't even need to book tickets or anything like that. The only thing you may need to pay for is parking if you need that for your car. It will be there, and you can get your hands on some Airliners Live merchandise, but also come and meet the team, the moderators, the community, hang out with us. And it's a really good event anyway. There's a lot of other things you can get your hands on. Not just the Airliners Live merch, but plenty of aviation memorabilia as well. As Martin said before, we'll have a bit of merchandise debuting there as well, including the aprons, the cooking aprons, which have had a big positive reception. People seem to be really hyped about getting their hands on them. And also the restocking of the famous Airliners Live lanyard as well, which I get asked about all the time, and they've been sold out for a long, long time. So, and a chance to get your hands on them. Yeah, as Terry says, we've got Martin downstairs. He's producing the show today. And then we've got myself, I'm Andy, up on the camera as well. Kind of the usual setup. And then on a Sunday, we'll have usually Matt, who operates a remote cam from elsewhere at the airport. We bring in that feed, mix it all together, and it's great.
Jill's only coming for the apron, she says.
There you go. It's really good, actually. We had a lot of fun designing that.
We've only ordered 30, so you're going to have to get there quick, chap.
First come, first serve, I guess.
But we will be placing them up for pre-orders after the task fair as well for those who weren't able to get their hands on one.
Barry Bidwell saying, hi all from Southampton. 67th birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday, mate.
There's only one, Barry Bidwell.
I better not do that. A piece of equipment will go off or something.
Flip off.
GoPro just falls out the window. Happy birthday, mate. Oh, you have a good one.
27 again, are you, mate? Are you able to make the task fair, Barry? I can't remember if you mentioned.
I think he said he was depend on Linda, I think.
Okay. Still got your name badge on the wall in the office.
Yeah, do you want it back for the task fair?
Yeah.
And then we'll take it off you again.
We could do that.
Literally, Barry, that's still on just below where the light switch is. So every day we come in and you're right there as we come in, mate. Because there's only one way in and out of our office as well, so it makes sense.
And there's only one light switch as well.
Yeah, there is only one light switch.
Yeah. You're there in spirit, Barry, every day.
Yeah. But there's not only one YouTube plaque anymore. Hey, little segue. Woo. Did you enjoy that little unboxing, guys?
That was fun.
You enjoyed that? Tuning in. I love how Ryanair have got their own branded
really?
pushback trucks as well.
I've never noticed that before.
But yeah, that was awesome to receive that. It's last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
And, you guys enjoying that unboxing with us. Thank you for everyone who tuned in.
That arrived quick, didn't it? It was not meant to arrive till Monday.
I think Jen said that. She said, oh, that arrived quick, didn't
it? Joanne again. She'd get a picture of my version of the King of the Skies from last night. God. My drawing is not all that, folks. There was one picture that Seb drew. Because that game, that Gartic Phone, is like someone does a phrase and then somebody has to draw that phrase. But then someone has to guess what that drawing is. So it's like Chinese whispers. It goes on and on. I think it was like I put Martin making a roast dinner, but it going wrong. And then somebody drew...
Never happens.
Somebody drew like just a man just going crazy with a turkey or something. And then the thing was like turkey man hybrid. Just like
turkey man hybrid.
And then Seb drew an absolute masterpiece. It's in the VIP chat. And it had me crying with laughter. I couldn't stop staring at it.
Let me have a look.
I wonder
in the VIP chat.
Yeah, in the VIP. Maybe you can share the string? It'd be a bit easier. I think the thing was Turkey Man Hybrid or something. Which
oh my god! What is that?
I was laughing at it for like 5 minutes.
That's like, an emotive ever I've seen them.
What even is that? You must have drew that because you only have like 30 seconds to draw. So he's been quick doing that.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's spent much more than 30 seconds on it, I'll be honest. Someone's got to tell him the truth, otherwise he'll end up on X Factor next week thinking he's God's gift to singing.
A Ryanair tug, yeah. Do you reckon the driver has to reserve his seat? Priority boarding. When's the task fair, please? 24th of Feb, so 2 weeks on Saturday. Starting at 10 a.m. But a couple of merch items will be first come, first serve, so if you are after something specific, try not to be there too late. And also as well, we had an issue last time where it was just insane amounts of rain. It was like really the heaviest rain we'd seen for a long time. And as a result, a lot of the overflow car park was not in use, so parking became a bit of a bit tricky, you know. So try and get there early, folks, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, really, Graham? That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of people are staying over. A lot of the moderators who are travelling from quite far are booking hotels and things, and it's a nice way to do it, really, rather than just getting here and, you know, having to panic about getting home and things like that.
Yeah, I know Henry and Niels and people are there, and I think they're going to be going out with each other on the Friday night for a meal somewhere, so maybe you guys can, for anyone who's staying over, can kind of arrange a little meet-up or something. I don't know where they're going to be going, but I would assume they're going to be going for dinner somewhere, so
yeah,
maybe that's something to try and arrange on the Discord or something like that. I tend to go into hiding around task fair. I usually dig out all the prepping, everything ready to go on the Friday, get it all ready, go to bed nice and early, get there, crack of dawn, load everything up and go in the morning.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it. And then we're going to be live in the sim, I believe, on the Sunday, guys. So there'll be no Super Sunday show. That's going to be a thing on every TAS weekend, guys, we've decided. So just to make you aware. However, there will be a sim show on the Sunday. We're not quite narrowed down exactly what that's going to be including. But it should be it's always a good show in there anyway. Huge shout out to the Manchester Flight Sim Centre for looking after us on that one again. And the A350 1000 in from Doha next to land.
Yeah, it can, Nige. Yeah, that's a good point. It can get a bit chilly in the hangar, yeah, because it is just a big space and still winter. So, yeah, it can be cold.
Yeah, I don't think I'm buying anything this year. I think I need to behave myself.
I think you said that every year.
Yeah. Hey Gerald, welcome in. Welcome to the channel, mate.
That airfield duty manager's been hanging around that taxiway.
Yeah, doing some measuring earlier on, I think.
Qatar Airways A350 touching down from Doha. Gorgeous airliner. Glad to see these at Manchester.
Yeah, I know, I think so, yeah. And I'm not sure if Jen's going to be there this year, which means I've got no one keeping tabs on me about what I'm buying. Which means I might accidentally buy more than I need to. Because Jen's usually like, do you really need that? You want to buy that? Really? Make sure you're back in 10 minutes. Nice Qatar 350 touching down.
We'll try our best to do a little live show as well on the morning to try and...
yeah, show you around.
Yeah. Got a good idea this time around about how to do that. Hello from that Lurker's Corner, no miles.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah, welcome to the club, Jake, technically.
Wow, such a cool shot.
Very pretty plane.
Circa returning for 25 months of membership. Thank you, mate.
Beautiful. I have a gold beanie on order. I'll be in envy of all the other dog walkers. Yeah.
Well, Mike, you've actually just alerted me to the fact that there's a stock error on those, because I just saw that come through and I thought, how was that order gone through? They're supposed to be out of stock now. And yeah, something's happened, I don't know what, with our system, but it's added another 25, which shouldn't be the case. So, mate, they're going to be with us, I think, the back end of next week, the last of those. So I'll take one out for you, and I've just turned them off. So thank you very much, not only for your order, but also for prompting me to fix the fix the merch system. Cheers, dude.
That's strange. Yeah, hope you enjoy that gold beanie, though, dude. Appreciate the order.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who's purchased merchandise recently as well, guys. It really does help the channel a lot.
It does, yeah. You guys rocking. I'm excited to see on the task fair, though, just people rocking the merch, showing up. And
yeah,
like I said, if you are visiting and you see someone else wearing Airliners Live merch, feel free to say hello. And, a lot of you guys are friendly. Like, just hosting that VIP games night last night, for example, like, a lot of it was just VIPs I'd never even... Well, I had spoken to, but not properly, basically. And I was surprised just how friendly it was. And it's always the same with this community. It's just, you're guaranteed to just be surrounded by awesome people. Wish I could get a coin. I think there are some coins left, Sharon.
There are, yeah, Sharon. They're available to buy if you want one. Lee, if something's not arrived, dude, just drop me an email, mate. We'll always look into it. Yeah, don't sit there and it hasn't arrived. Send us an email.
Natasha sent it's her birthday on the day of the task fair. No way.
Oh, great.
Hope you have a great time.
Oh, sorry, you're saying you can't come because it's your birthday. I thought you were going to come on your birthday. No worries. Well, yeah, have a good one.
That would be a cool way to spend your birthday, then.
Nice shot of the Emirates with the British Airways tail shifting behind it.
A good thing about it is, though, that you're here at the RVP as well, so hopefully the weather's nice, but obviously never take that as a as a given. But you can just make a day out of it as well. Just go in plane spot, see the aircraft. I know the Concorde tours are usually still on as well, so maybe book yourself on one of them. Just make a proper day out of it.
Graham, yeah, everything's shipped on a 48-hour, mate, so you should have it before the end of the week.
Yeah, Natasha, I mean, like I said, the event's free to attend and everyone's welcome to come down, so people do travel from overseas. I remember Roy came from the Netherlands, and obviously we're going to have Niels from the Netherlands and Henry coming all the way from Vancouver.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty wild.
There's been some beanies shipped this week. There really has, mate. Matt's been helping us with the shipping, guys, and he's been blasting through orders this week.
It's been loads, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Mad.
Ryanair in from Dublin next to land. Looking forward to Matt's show on Friday as well.
Yeah, definitely. Nice little flight this, Dublin to Manchester. When I went in, landed in Dublin on Friday, it was proper gusty. I don't know what was going on, but it was like plane was wobbling left and right. And mate, the pilots greased the landing. Fair play. In the back of my mind, I was like, "This could be a go around this." It was that windy. Maybe I'm just not used to windy landings.
Yeah, I think this time it's going to give me and Andy a bit more time to just take in, I think, the task fair this year and just enjoy it and relax a bit, because I think a lot of the attention, and we probably should pre-warn him, is going to be on Henry, because people won't have had the opportunity to meet Henry yet and chat to him. So I think what we'll do, we'll just make sure Henry's available to speak to you guys. I know he'll want to have a wander around and look at the models and stuff as well. But yeah, I think I'm actually quite looking forward to this one, because I think me and Andy are just going to be able to take it in a bit more and enjoy it a little bit more. And I don't mean we didn't enjoy it previously, but you're talking to so many people all the time that I think a lot of the pressure is going to be took off us on that, because Henry's going to be there. So
I really find it so rude to like cut conversations short, because you want to talk to other people, and
But when there's a queue of people, you just feel under pressure to make sure everyone's, you know, either if they want to have a picture or they want to say hello or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think with Henry being there, I think a lot more of the attention will be on him this year.
That's it.
And like you say, it'll allow us to just chill and chat to people a bit more.
Nice short flights for this Ryanair coming in from Dublin. No doubt they would have done all the drinks and snack services in that little 40 or half an hour flight.
I did Belfast in the sim last night.
Right.
And was just surprised how short that flight was. You're literally at top of climb for maybe 5 minutes.
Wow.
And then you back down again. Does make me wonder what they do on those flights. Do you even get up? Do you turn the seatbelt signs off?
Yeah, on Friday, because I did Luton. I'm just giving it away. Luton, London. Somewhere in London. To be fair, I put it on Insta anyway. But I did there to Dublin, and that was like 45, 50 minutes. So that's like, you know, you can get a good, you can walk around, go to the loo and all that. But then, yeah, coming back to Dublin, Dublin to Manchester, sorry, that's only, like you said, like half an hour, 40 minutes, and they still managed to do the full drink service. But you do have time to sort of stand up and walk around, because they get the seatbelt signs off as quick as possible, I think is the main thing. I always remember flying Flybe from Liverpool to Belfast City, and that's a really short flight. And again, as soon as it was like within a couple of minutes after takeoff, they were already wheeling the cart around and, you know, seatbelt signs off and all that.
Cheers, Lee. Yeah, always send us an email, mate. That's what we're there for.
Yeah, we read every email that comes through. The British Airways shuttle service going down to London Heathrow. Talk about short flights, eh? This has a business class section in it too, so pay a little bit extra and get a meal included, I think, or upfront seating as well. But the actual seats apparently are the exact same in economy and business. And just in business, you're guaranteed a free seat next to you. So it's always a nice luxury, that, to be fair. I was impressed with the loads on the two flights that went on Friday. I thought they wouldn't be too busy, just being a random Friday in Feb. But no, both flights were like over 95% full. It's really, really busy. I suppose Friday, though, I suppose that is the day to fly to Dublin, isn't it? I suppose if you're going for the weekend.
Can't believe the way it is today that we're expecting snow overnight.
I know, it's not too cold.
No.
That wind, there's a little bit of a breeze, and that's really chilly. So that's why I've got the glove on. If it wasn't for that, though, it'd be really pleasant today.
Yeah, I think if it does snow, though, that's just going to make tomorrow's video, like, even better. Just easier as well. Easier. Yeah, I think one of the things that we spoke about, I've told you guys before, me and Andy do this thing, and now Matt's involved as well, which is cool. Monday meeting, we call it. So every Monday when we come into work, one of us gets a brew on, or we come in with our flasks or whatever. Before you do anything, right, Monday meeting, and we just sit down. We usually have a bit of a list on the app that we have, and we all just get to add some things that we want to talk about. And you kind of add it through the week, right, so that by the time you get to Monday, it's there. And yeah, we did one right at the beginning of the year, and one of the main things we spoke about was just about when we asked our VIPs in the survey, what more do you want from us for supporting the channel? So many people just said, look, guys, we're just doing it just to support the channel. Like, we don't want anything extra, anything more than anybody else, which is a really nice thing, actually. It kind of proves kind of the value of the community, I think, in many aspects. But me and Andy kind of feel like we always want to give you guys something, and we've always said we'll never make the shows, paywalls on the shows. We'll never charge for abroad shows, anything like that. So what we said we want to focus on this year is just giving you a bit more behind-the-scenes stuff. So, like, when Andy was doing something on Photoshop the other day, we said, oh, quick, let's just do that again, actually. That'd be really good to show the VIPs, and we did it again. We're posting it on Discord. And we also want to do some little VIP videos, just kind of off-topic or behind-the-scenes stuff pre-recorded, and that's what we're going to go and do tomorrow morning. So if you're not a VIP of the channel yet, and you want to support the channel, if you sign up today, you'll be able to see this video when it's released. And it is completely off topic, actually. It's going to be something a little bit different. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you don't, we won't do it again. We'll do something different. But when we spoke about this a couple of times before, people were quite excited for it. So we're going to go and give it a go tomorrow. So no doubt, if you're a VIP of the channel, you'll see some pictures and some stuff coming out tomorrow, maybe on the Discord, on the YouTube. So make sure you've linked your VIP YouTube account to our Discord server as well. And if you're struggling to do that, just drop a message to one of us or the mods, and we'll help you do it so you get access. Yeah,
the Discord has a help section as well, which you guys are just free to talk in if you're a VIP or not. So if you're struggling with anything, there's your answer. And myself, Martin, or some of the moderators are in there usually helping people out with problems they may have.
Yeah. Jake says, I'll just have 20 quid, mate.
That is one way to give back.
Yeah.
Thing is that kind of manifests itself in the form of merch discount as well. So if you're someone who makes use of that, you can probably save yourself quite a lot of money in the long run. Ryanair coming in next, and there's an aircraft taxiing out. Might be the Iceland Air, although that's already gone actually, so it's probably not that. We'll see that soon. More vehicles have arrived in front of us on the taxiway as well. A bit more work going on. I know for a fact, folks, that they're actually going to be closing that taxiway soon, next couple of weeks or so, in front of us, which means that a lot of planes are going to be having to use backtrack, on the runway. We've seen it before in the past, but this is going to be a big section, because I think even the exit in front of us is going to be closed as well. There's probably going to be a lot of construction going on. It'll be very interesting. Backtracking especially will be interesting. And when they're on 05s, it'll be weird, because they'll have to backtrack to take off. So there'll be planes going both ways and having to backtrack to get to the start of the runway, hold there. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, and especially from this side of the runway as well.
Nice smooth landing there from the Ryanair 737. Ryanair UK aircraft. British designated.
What does backtrack mean? It means that the taxi back along the runway that they've just landed on.
Yeah, so they actually go the opposite way on the runway.
Oh, wow. Just look left, Andy.
What is... Hello? That's what I've seen. I thought it was an Iceland Air.
That is a...
That's patchy.
That is a Frankenstein plane if ever I've seen one. What is going on there?
Could that be Jet2's new acquisition? But it's got like an Iceland Air tail.
Mate, that's like some of the houses I've been going to view. They just show you the inside and then you turn up and see the outside and you're like, that is not what I expected.
What is the reg? Can we snipe the reg on that? It might be on radar, to be fair. Might just see it. Yeah, that's going to be a Jet2 plane, that. DR is Jet2's 737 fleet.
There you go.
So
nice catch, that chat, isn't it?
That might be the new Jet2 73 that's come from Pegasus. Maybe.
What did it do to get like that, though? That's what I want to know.
Don't know.
That makes Tui look smart.
United Airlines paint job. Yeah, some of the US carriers, especially United, do have a bit of a questionable finish to them. I was speaking to Niels the other day, obviously a good friend of ours, and he's in the roads becoming a commercial pilot, and I've asked him to do an issue in the newsletter going forwards, the March edition of the newsletter. And he said he's just picked up a job at Amsterdam Airport as, I think he called it like a first officer position. But what they do is, obviously he's not flying commercially just yet. He's based in Amsterdam Schiphol, and he's the guy in the flight deck when they're moving the planes around. Apparently that's a whole job
Sorry
position.
to interrupt you, mate, but there's a beluga going to be tracking past the tower in a moment. If you can see it. I don't know if it's going to be below the clouds, but
oh yeah, that's going to be hard to catch, but I'll try.
Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, I can see it. But so he's doing that at the moment on, like I said, the path to becoming a commercial pilot. And he's based at Amsterdam at the moment, which is kind of cool.
And here you can see the work that has to be done just to get these over the tops.
Yeah.
There it is. He's got it. 10 out of 10's in the chat for... Well, I felt awkward saying Brownie then, but I'm going to commit. 10 out of 10's in the chat for Brownie, guys. Catching the XL overhead.
I seen one of the XLs, I think it was XL5, was at Liverpool Airport the other day. Due to sort of strong gusts at Harden, it diverted to Liverpool. It's only the second time the XL's ever been to Liverpool Airport. What a cool plane.
Yeah.
Currently writing a script for a video about the belugas as well. Because they're odd beasts, you know, they're strange.
Yeah, looking forward to that one.
Yeah, why do they exist?
Unfortunately, the project with Niels has kind of been, I guess it's kind of just been left behind, guys, because he really is just putting all his effort into becoming a pilot, and obviously that's, you know, filming for Airliners Live really doesn't come high on a list of priorities when you're trying to become a pilot. So, yeah, we decided to leave that one, I'm afraid, guys. I know we did talk about it, and it was going to go ahead, but yeah, we had a bit of a chat, and yeah, it was just pretty obvious that it just wasn't going to be possible, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Life begins at 40 with a 14 months of business class saying, hey guys, last week it was awesome catching the cargo looks, mate. It really, really was. It really was.
Yeah.
I've still got to sort these pictures out for you guys, so we'll get those up in the next day or so. I keep forgetting to sort them out, to be honest.
Yeah, that was last week's midweek madness.
Yeah.
What a dramatic end to the show. When we start calling him Nigel when he becomes a pilot.
Depends who he flies for, Laurie.
So yeah, I think a newsletter update from him would be good to see what he's been through so far. And then when he eventually does become a commercial pilot, I'd love to do like a video with him about his journey, like what it takes to become a commercial pilot in 2024. Because he's done a lot of it himself. You know, he's built up his hours, and the guy works hard. Like, he's working multiple jobs to try and fund his own pilot, you know, career, and he's doing just hours in the simulator. He works in a sim center. Actually, he spoke about it on the video that we did in Amsterdam, and he's building up his hours flying the Diamond, the DA40, the DA, even the 60, 62, DA42. He loves the Diamond fleet. I know he flies the Cessna 172s as well. So, you know, he's really building up his hours in different planes, and now he's at the stage now where he's completed his commercial pilot's license, so he's ready to apply for them big airlines. I think right now, as we speak, he's on another course, which is I think it's called like a multi-crew course, which a lot of airlines require, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. He did send me a big message about it. I'm sure the flying architect in the chat will know about it. But that's another step that he needs, another prerequisite step before flying commercially for a big airline like KLM or Eurowings or wherever he ends up. I know he's a big fan of the Airbus as well. He's definitely leaning towards the Airbus fleets. And I know our type rating on the Airbus is quite strong these days. We spoke to former Virgin Atlantic 74 captain Peter Herzberg in the podcast, and he said back then when he was training to be a pilot, it was all about Boeing. It was like if you had a Boeing type rating, that was the one. I think it's flipped a little bit these days. Airbus is more promising going forward. So as a pilot starting up in Niels' position, to get on the ladder of Airbus is not a bad thing at all.
Scandinavian down the runway, heading back out to Oslo. And we've also got a Virgin Atlantic for Atlanta pushing back, which we'll see taxiing out very shortly. A nice A330 on the way out.
When people talk about brown bins in the chat. Andy Brown bin.
Something noisy over the top, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know what that is. British Airways A350 1000 on the way out to Toronto.
It's like directly overhead, isn't it, almost?
And then we also had a Japan Airlines in the One World livery out Tokyo to Paris.
It's dual/shared pilot ops course needs to be qualified to fly as a dual crew. Right.
Mate, what a long flight is that Japan Airlines. Oh.
Flying to, where was that? Narita, was it?
from Tokyo to Paris.
Oh, to Tokyo to Paris.
It's been in the air for 13 hours and 9 minutes.
Wow.
And it's going to land in 45 minutes.
That is a long one.
Wow. Crazy.
There's a long distance to go, isn't it?
Mm. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tina. That's horrible when that happens, isn't it? Yeah, with Mrs. Airline is live, loving animals. We've been through that a lot of times, Tina. It's and it never gets any easier, unfortunately. But yeah, you just got to remember a few things. I'm sure you give the animal a great place to live, a great life, and eventually, and it will take some time, but eventually you will look to get another one and look after that one just as well. So yeah, it's never easy. That really isn't. But yeah, whole community's behind you. Miss Airline is live's in the chat as well, and yeah, I'm sure, like I say, you gave the best possible life. Absolutely, yeah.
That's it. I think another thing about these long flights, like flying from Japan to like Paris or whatever, is not just the flight, but then adjusting to the whole new time zone. Like that for me would be the really tough thing. Like, I don't know, I'm just really bad at adjusting to time zones. Like even just going a few hours each way is tough, but you know, it's like night and day almost difference when you go that far. I don't mind going to the States because when you're doing that, you know, you're effectively just staying up late, so that's not too bad. But going the other way, nah, I can't do that. Going to bed like 6 hours earlier all of a sudden, it's tough. Bit of a break in traffic at the moment. We've got the Emirates A380 still on stand. Let's have a look at the King of the Skies. Came in about just under an hour late today. It was about 45 minutes, or maybe closer to 50 minutes really, late arriving today here in Manchester. So, of course, that'll probably go out rather late as well. Yeah,
looking at the arrivals, we've got a Ryanair, an EasyJet and a Turkish, and then about a 25-minute break.
Okay.
So we'll look at what's happening around the Turkish, if we've got any nice departures coming up, and we can catch them. Otherwise, like I say, we'll just find something interesting to finish on around the Turkish. We have noticed, obviously, at this time of the year, the midweeks do tend to drop off around this time. But obviously with the Emirates being late in as well, that's kind of changed things a little bit for us today.
It's weird the difference between Wednesday and Sunday because we're here like, wow, this time of year is quiet at the airport, and it is. But then we go live on Sunday, and it's just non-stop. Yeah, it's just as if it's the middle of summer again. So,
that's it.
Yeah, but it's a midweek, innit? It's for us. It's a bit more of a chill one, bit more laid back, an opportunity just to hang out with the VIPs and stuff, the viewers in general.
Owen's saying big shout out to the Reds. The first 9-ship formation has just flown for the first time in 3 years. That's awesome, mate. Yeah, really good news. I know you're a massive fan of the Red Arrows as well. And yeah, I can't quite sort of get over seeing those. It don't really matter how many times you see the Red Arrows. It's always 10 out of 10, isn't it?
Yes. I think I can't remember the name. Yeah, so they're going to fly this summer, I guess, like that, are they?
I don't know, mate, to be honest. Owen's the man for that.
Yeah, so on Sunday as well, we also had a couple coming all the way up from Somerset. They came...
That's a good one, huh? Well
yeah,
done.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, well done.
It's the only word I can say in that accent.
Nice one.
Bit of hot fuzz, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they came up to see the belugas at Harden. They just about caught it by the skin of their teeth. They got quite lucky. I think it went out super early, that's why. But they came over to Manchester Airport for the first time here at the RVP, and they came and said hello. They were called Imi and Callum.
Mate, they've just typed in the chat. What's the chances of that?
Really?
Literally just typed in the chat now.
Oh, no way! Wow, what are the odds? Yeah, it was lovely meeting you folks. I hope you had a great time. I think they said they were going to the airport pub as well after. But what an experience that would be. I love how people travel all this way just to see planes. Like, I know it's like kind of geeky and it almost seems niche, but it's really not.
It's not as niche as people think, mate.
I know.
It really isn't. I think live streaming aviation has proved that.
Yeah.
And it's made people more open to saying they enjoy aviation as well.
That's true. Like, what's not to love? And when the RVP makes it like a day out as well, and Chocks Away Diner they said they went to as well, you kind of get it. You're like, yo, this is fun. It's like, there's things to see, there's nice people, shared interests, things to do. And then we get to live stream as well when you're not here. So it was lovely seeing you guys. I think Imi was saying that they don't talk and chat too often because they're like, not overwhelmed, but it can be a bit, there's a lot of people in the chat talking, it can be almost like daunting, but we're all friendly and, you're more than welcome to put messages in. And
absolutely.
You're not looked down on and we encourage it.
Yeah, everybody using you, we encourage you to get involved in the chat because if we can promise you one thing on Airlines Live, it's that you'll get a very warm welcome in our community, and we really press on the mods as well, and the mods look after it very, very well, that we don't have negativity in the chat, we don't have people taking the mickey out of each other, because that's not what we're about. So if you are new, maybe you're nervous about getting involved, even if you know absolutely nothing about aviation, you'll fit right in there on the channel.
Yeah.
Because me and Andy know nothing either.
They were a lovely couple, though. When you're just buzzing because you're like, wow, they were so cool, them two, like, just driving away. Like, we have some awesome people in our community. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. It's also just awesome seeing people's reaction when they get here. Like, I remember when Henry did a live show with us on one of the Super Sundays, and he was just like gobsmacked how people were like showing up in masses just to see these planes, and it was a big, exciting atmosphere, and it's just awesome.
Meme Forest, thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome in. There's Atlantic A330. Look at that, catching the sun, beautiful. Next departure coming right up, or next heavy departure rather.
Love it. No way, Meg. I used to be embarrassed to say I have an interest in aviation, and it tends to be the norm now. I take it in my stride.
That's it.
Yeah. I think things like also, like Big Jet TV with the massive storm streams that he's had over the years, where they've just people all over the country. Like, I'll just be speaking to random people who, on the street or whatever, and it's always the same. It's like, oh, do you? I say I'll just do live streams of planes, and they're like, oh, that's like Big Jet, isn't it?
Exactly, he is like a household name now.
Yeah, and
I've had that a few times. So it's like, what do you do? Like, oh yeah, it's a lot like Big Jet. It's like, yeah,
yeah, I like him, but just another channel,
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's like become like you say a household kind of name, and it's another way of getting entertainment as well. Obviously, just watching live streams, I think, is becoming more normal for people in terms of getting entertainment. As I say all the time, I very rarely watch normal TV. It's always live streams, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, I do find it funny when you meet people in the wild who know about Airliners Live. So, like, my dad just randomly stumbled upon someone in his work who watches us. like it wasn't through my dad; it was just completely random.
Yes, she did. Thank you very much, Janet. That was very kind of you for doing that. Thank you very much.
Just read back your comments about Hot Fuzz. Random fact, I helped the film crew set up the scene where Nick Frost falls into the garden fence. Wow, no way. That's such a good film, that Hot Fuzz.
Funny, isn't it?
It's like one of the best.
Neil Marsden gifting a membership to the community. Cheers, Neil. Putting us on 21 brand new VIPs today, and that's because Phil Loxham has also become a member, business class member. Thank you, Phil.
Welcome back, Phil.
Your VIP support really does help the free content we make on the channel. It makes it all possible. So if you are enjoying yourself and you'd like to support the channel, if you'd consider becoming one of our VIPs, that would be very, very much appreciated. There's all different payment tiers you can choose from, and I think it's as little as $1.99 a month. And you can find all of that if you hit the dollar symbol and then click membership.
You can hear that engine running just quietly in the background there. That'll be that Frankenstein plane. I believe it is a new addition to Jet2. So Jet2 have a maintenance hangar here, and they do some serious graft in there. They'll take planes from, a lot of 737s from different airlines and get them in and just really overhaul them and make them feel and look as new as possible. And that's probably what's happened to that. It's probably had a lot of new panels attached to it, a lot of work done to the actual plane itself, and now it's inside the engine test bay. So obviously they're testing the engines right before it enters commercial service, and they'll do a lot of work in that maintenance hangar there at Jet 2. Seems to be a very top-down company, don't they, Jet 2? They do a lot of things themselves. Do their own maintenance and a lot of their own handling and dispatches and all that. And then when you fly with them, a lot of the times it'll be a package, so they'll be handling, the transfer and a lot of the hotel relations and excursions.
Hey, Mortimer, just tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa, just browsing and found this wonderful show.
Hey.
Welcome to the community. Hopefully you'll become one of our regular viewers. If you hit the subscribe button and then click that bell notification, you will be notified when we go live. But it's great to have you with us. Thank you very much. And Gerard, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership to the community, going to Graham Smith. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Yeah, if you tune in at this time on a Wednesday, Friday or Sunday, we'll most likely be live here at Manchester. Gorgeous classic Aer Lingus livery. Livery. Ooh. Very nice in the sun.
Peter, I don't recall seeing it. If you can re-forward it so it's at the top of our inbox, I'll see what's happened with that. Thank you very much for getting in touch as well.
Oh wow, the climb on this.
So let's wait to Tenerife.
Not waiting around. Sure the weather will be nice down there. It's a real hot spot for tourism, Tenerife South. I only went to the Canary Islands for the first time back in 2019 and I fell in love with it, just the whole vibe of going there in the winter.
Norwegian lining up on the way back out to Oslo, and then that'll be followed by the Virgin Atlantic departure.
I was speaking to a visitor in our VR place today, and he said he does some casual flight simming, which went on to being an av geek and watching Airliners Live. He says he watches Airliners Live. Awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Small world, eh? I'm way too humble though when it comes to it. I don't go bragging that I do this, We were playing Apex the other day and there was a guy who, I'll say after this departure, it's Norwegian 737.
Hey Christopher, you'll fit right in, mate. I absolutely love flight sim, so get involved on our Discord, Christopher, if you want.
Nice.
We're always posting our screenshots.
Yeah, there was a chap from Chicago we were playing with, and he was a really nice guy. And he had a YouTube channel, and he was like, trying to make it as a YouTuber. He had a few thousand subscribers, and he did live streams and stuff. And I didn't want to say who I was, because I hate it. I hate saying, I'm the big YouTuber, I'm the big guy. I was just like, oh, that's really good. And I just gave him a few tips, I was like, just maybe with this thumbnail, make this a bit bigger and stuff. And Sam was there with me you do know he's a full-time YouTuber. I was like, shut
up. God.
No, I'm nobody. Leave me alone.
Jen never did that to me. Should be in trouble, man.
I kept denying it. I was like, no, I don't know. I don't do YouTube. I want to be a YouTuber. I'm like the opposite.
That makes me cringe and stuff.
I know. I'm like the opposite of an ego. I'm like,
just can't.
I don't like people hyping me up and hyping myself up and giving it the big eye on.
Hey Alpine, tuning in from Twitch. Anyone in Twitch crew? Let's get some names on the Twitch channel. Hello, hello, hello. Ding dong.
A lot of strange things going on here. This BA is taxiing an odd way. Going to hold there, maybe?
Looks like it.
For a departure slot, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, Virgin Atlantic A330 blasting out now.
Oh, nice, Kev. That's awesome, mate. Cheers, Elizabeth. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, Mike, he does. Check out our Simulate channel. That's where he streams every Monday and every Thursday. Search for Simulate by Airliners Live is where you'll find John's streams.
Interestingly, the gear not going up on that A330 as well, similar to the Dreamliner earlier in the show. Maybe a similar situation. Not often you see aircraft holding like that without British Airways. Is not sure what's going on there. Like I said, it might be just holding for a departure slot just out of the way.
And just behind, Ryanair touching down from Santander as Roy gifts a membership to the community going to Chris Coleman. Thank you, Roy. You've just got 1 month's free membership there, Chris. Enjoy that.
737-8200. Decent landing as well, nice and smooth.
Golden Gas Guzzler on Twitch tuning in. Norwich, welcome to you.
Welcome in. Yeah, probably hot brakes again on the Virgin A330. Maybe the conditions today. Another arrival coming in as well. Let's have a look.
Hey, Carol. Yeah, we are expecting snow tomorrow, that's right.
Yeah. Let's see.
And this is the Turkish Airlines arrival. In from Istanbul.
Not seen many Turkish wide bodies, have we, lately?
No.
Used to see a lot of
330s mainly, wasn't it?
330s, yeah, and we've seen the odd like A350 from them, 777.
Sometimes you see a Dreamliner every now and again as well.
Yeah. Literally only seen Airbus narrow bodies the last couple of months. I reckon as we go into the summer that'll get busier and we'll need bigger planes.
Hey, cheers, Beastie. Thank you very much for the £2 donation. Really appreciate that. And enjoying this stream and also last night's stream. Thank you very much.
Yes, I've seen you in the chat, Beastie. Hope you enjoyed it. It was funny. Classic engine option. Turkish Airlines Airbus A321.
Sorry to hear that, Kevin, mate. I'm really glad that the shows are helping, though. I'm glad you're able to get some enjoyment out of those. And as we say to everyone, I look forward to seeing you regularly in the chat, becoming one of our channel regulars. I'm sure the community will be right behind you as well there, mate. Let's get some waves that are in the chat for Kevin, guys. Getting involved in the chat today. Thank you very much. That is Turkish Airlines arriving in from Istanbul. 4-hour, 9-minute flight for this one. Wow, Christopher, I bet that's got some really cool footage on it though, mate. And the EasyJet in the background is on the way out to Marrakesh.
Our British Airways shuttle service still holding as well.
Yeah, it is pinging.
Yeah.
Heading to London Gatwick.
Is it?
So I'm not sure what's...
Could that have been a STS
I don't know.
visitor then? 'Cause
Sure.
they don't do flights to Gatwick from Manchester, so...
EasyJet next to touchdown from Malaga. And Mr. George, a brand new first class member. Thank you very much. Your member number 24 today. Thank you very much.
Nicely. Yeah, I do love the Royal Jordanian scheme. Haven't they ordered a bunch of E2s lately as well?
And Lee saying, yeah, it was in STS.
Yeah, that makes sense. Usually when you see them flying to Gatwick, that's usually where they've been, is the STS. They no longer fly a commercial route from Manchester to Gatwick, sadly. That seemed to stop when BA stopped doing the Islamabad route. I think that was the only unique one that you'd want to get from Manchester. These days you can pretty much get anything else from London Heathrow that has demand anyway. It's almost like an overflow airport, Gatwick is, for British Airways.
Oh, nice one, TBS. Enjoy that. Thanks for tuning in today.
Cheers, dude. Are you going to be at the task fair, dude? That'd be nice to see you showing up in a Lamborghini. It's picked up in traffic here at Manchester.
Yeah, Ryanair lining up next to go.
Absolutely, yeah. If if EasyJet did that Manchester to Edinburgh route, I think that would have been successful. That a shame. It was only like £20, 22 quid, something like that. That would be amazing. I would have used that a lot. I know they do Birmingham, Edinburgh. EasyJet do. That's not too expensive, and I suppose there's probably an easy way to get from Birmingham to Manchester with trains and stuff. But things that could have happened and never did. I even had that flight in my basket and I was going to book it, and then they cancelled it.
Kev says, we're trying to get the stream on in the office. We're all on dinner. There's about 20 of us in there.
Hey!
Proper gang going on.
Get them all to hit the like button.
That's it. Need to ask Bossman for a nice big TV, maybe a Chromecast.
Yes.
Get it sorted out.
Another EasyJet coming in. Runway 23 right in use at the moment at Manchester. The conditions, there's like a little breeze. That's like 2 or 3 knots of wind, but still favouring this runway though. Planes landing into the wind, as always.
Lapinu, thank you very much for tuning in. Hello. EasyJet in from Iceland. And that Malif Aero's been pinging up again all morning.
It's a weird one.
Over around the corner.
I've heard mixed reviews about that. You know, if you're flying on it for your cruise flight, it's not the most luxurious airline to fly on.
And there you go. It's the boss's idea to get it on. He said it's her idea to get it on.
Nice.
There you go. That's awesome.
10 out of 10 boss, that is.
You know you got a good boss when they let you put airliners live on. Hey Ollie, great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
As this aircraft arrives out to Hurghada, another EasyJet lining up ready to go. This one's a Neo next out.
That was a long flight for a classic engine option.
Brody saying, Andy's behaved today. Now Bossman Martin's back, he says.
That was so funny.
Well, what are you getting up to? You report downstairs.
Yeah, Sunday show was pretty wild.
I was pretty checked out on Sunday. I didn't really get to see much of it. I popped in the chat as much as I can, but
you see me lounging back in first class.
I saw you like this, just like yes,
it's just comfy.
I don't know. You sat like this for 4 hours, mate. Nice.
Oh, I was doing all sorts. I was jumping around. It was a bit wild. Goes A320 Neo with EasyJet. Nice, smooth, easy departure there. Lovely day for flying. I'm very jealous of those who were on board.
We should permanently arrange for Martin to have a day off. I see how it is, Hannah. You know what I mean? Grass isn't always greener on the other side, Hannah, you know.
I think for professionalism, I don't think I should be allowed at them controls again for a whole show.
It was something we did discuss, like once a month, either me or Andy taking a day off, and because it was, we were trying to work out like how we can lay out. This was when we were first becoming full time, but we just thought it wouldn't really work if one of us was off regularly and it's staggered, you know.
Yeah.
Because that would be 2 shows out of the month where we'd be missing. So. Yeah, we kind of had to leave it. And to be honest, I don't remember the last Sunday show I missed. It felt very, very weird being at home on a Sunday.
Yeah,
I just couldn't, like, I don't know, I just wandering around, didn't know what to do myself.
I think my last one was in September, I think.
Andy sending in a very generous £10 super chat, saying, get some hot beverages, guys. Great show as usual, and thank you from Andy. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers for the very kind super chat. To the channel, and that's your first super chat to the channel according to YouTube as well. Thank you very much for that.
Very kind, thank you.
Ian saying EasyJet are starting Glasgow to Southampton for £75 return compared to the Logan Air 200. Hope it stays loads of cruise traffic down to Southampton. Yeah, there is, Ian, actually, you're right.
That must be so helpful. 'Cause imagine getting a train. That'd be a long train ride, that. I got a train on on Friday to down to London Euston, and it took like an hour 45.
Wow,
that was really quick.
That's really fast.
It was rapid, that train.
Was Paul driving?
Maybe. Was Sam driving?
Was really quick.
Yeah, and it was like doing the whole leaning over in bends, you know, like that proper. You look out the window and like the houses that you're going past are like slanted like that. You're like, what's going on? Wow. I think it goes like 120 miles an hour or something. It's wild.
That's nuts.
Yeah. It's the first time I've been on a train in a long time, especially here in the UK.
And Plymouth Phil, thank you very much for the £4 tip that you sent in a little while ago, mate. I'm sorry I missed that. Saying just a little something as a thank you for your work. Honestly think it helps my mental health sometimes, as like having your mates in the room. It really does, mate. I think it's when you come into a live stream regularly, and you've obviously got people in the chat that you talk to regularly and stuff like that, it really does help a lot, I think. And not just for you guys at home, it helps us as presenters as well. It kind of snaps us out of the mindset and stuff. Obviously, I've not been too well the last couple of days, so to be completely honest with you guys, I really wasn't sort of feeling today's show when I got up this morning. I thought, oh, how am I going to be entertaining? I'm tired, not really feeling it. I still feel rough. And then within half an hour of presenting the show, you just feel a lot better and you kind of get into the swing of it. And I guess it's the same in the chat as well.
Yeah, that's it.
And let us know in the chat if you enjoyed this month's edition of the newsletter as well. It was another big one. Are you guys still enjoying the newsletters? Is it something you want us to continue with? Let us know your thoughts in the chat, because there's not really any way to really gather your feedback on that. But and we don't even know how many of you are reading it, because we don't really get any statistics on it. So if you've read it, if you've enjoyed it, let us know in the chat. We do enjoy putting them together as well, and I like how the mods are getting involved and we get guest people and stuff on there. There's 2 aircraft arriving in from Iceland as well. Bit of a bump. DM boss, it scares birds, mate, that's why. They have landing lights out during the day, and it makes it easier to see the aircraft on the approach as well if you're holding short of the runway. We're live from Manchester Airport in the northwest of England, Mortimer. EGCC is the ICAO code, or MAN is the short code for it. Wow, a lot of people are reading it.
Really? Nice. Yeah, we do put a lot of work into that. Just something extra, I suppose. It's free for all to read as well. It's not just VIP only.
Yeah, and it keeps you all up to date with what's going on the channel and stuff.
I even slipped a little discount code on there for people who want a certain item. You have to read it, though, to find out.
Yeah.
It's only in the newsletter.
Yeah, exactly, Julie. Yeah, current engine option. Did Andy say classic? Yeah, it is current. Yeah. I don't know. EasyJet on the way out to Geneva.
Very busy route. On the Sunday show, we've seen so many flights to and from Geneva. It was crazy. Does Cathay Pacific still fly from Manchester? Yes. I don't think we see them on the Wednesday show, though. They use the A350 900s usually.
When are you going to today? Well, we're going to be finishing any second now, mate. There's a British Airways A321 Neo, which is a really nice looking scheme on the British Airways. It's just about to turn on the approach. And then there's a Ryanair and then nothing. So I think we'll use that BA as our final movement for today, I think. Yeah, there's nothing new than pinging up really on the ground as well. So, yeah, that's a nice BA aircraft to finish on. And Flight with a £10 donation. Thank you so much. Saying great coverage and convo. Would love to be out there, but stuck at work, sadly. As long as the shows can sort of get you here virtually. That's all that matters. And thank you for supporting the channel as well.
It's been a nice day. It's pretty cold. There's definitely a cold breeze, and the sun's out, but it's just going through, it's behind some clouds, so it's not...
Yeah, it's quite diffused, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's been a nice day.
But as we said, keep your eyes open, VIPs, for updates tomorrow as we go out and film something for you guys. And keep your eye on the VIP Discord. If you're not on our Discord server, please make use of that. It's very, very busy now. Everyone's on it, and it's great fun. And if you're struggling with it, there's lots of help sections, and as we've said, you can reach out to us and the moderators to get you on and using the Discord server. We'd love to see you on there. Yeah, Lee's just done a 747 check. I think we're good.
What about C-17s?
Yeah. Galaxies? Any Galaxies?
Typhoons?
Yeah.
The Typhoons?
Had it all recently, Manchester, hasn't it?
Even an A340 the other day, last week. Lufthansa. Wow, BA with a really early rotation, the empty flight, taking the plane back down to London Gatwick.
Beautiful sound.
Yes.
On those IAEs. You'll notice, chat, they've got a bit of a higher pitch sound to them. That's what kind of makes them unique. They're also longer in shape as well.
Yeah.
To the standard CFMs.
Look a bit more classic, don't they?
Yeah. And next to land will be the British Airways A321. The Slaws Adventures, glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in today.
Thanks all. Back live on Friday here on Airliners Live, but tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. should be live on the Simulate channel, which is our second or third, whatever way you want to look at it, YouTube channel, all focused on flight sim. And then we are back here at Manchester Airport on Sunday from about 9 a.m. usually for the Super Sunday show. If you've liked this show, you'll like that one even more. It's a really, really good flagship live stream here from Manchester Airport. Multi-camera, the lot. It's good fun.
Cheers, Tony. Thank you very much for tuning in.
If anyone's been new to the stream, if you've only found us recently or just today, let us know in the chat. That's always nice to know.
If you've not checked out the content, the new content that's been put up on the Airliners Lounge channel, make sure you head over there and give it a watch. We're trying to push that channel to a silver play button if possible before the end of the year. So head over there and give it a watch if you do enjoy it.
Yep. 2 new videos have just been put up. One with Captain Mark and one about the Pratt & Whitney engine troubles, why so many new airliners are currently grounded, including those in KLM. And here at Manchester, we're seeing the Transavia 737s picking up that demand as a result. So why is that happening? It's all answered in that video. And then the new video going up tomorrow about, visiting the UK's worst rated airport. So yeah, 3 completely different videos, all aviation related.
Cheers, Razvan. Glad you enjoyed the show. Tuning in from Spain, watching for the first time today.
Nice.
We think this is one of the better looking BAs operating the shuttle service. A321 Neo. Does look great. Cheers, Mikey. I'll have to turn the mics right up to hear this one because these are so quiet.
Austrian Airlines, Iberia blasting out there.
Wave and a light flash as well, yeah.
Nice. Love that. Thanks, folks, on board the British Airways A321neo.
And of course, we've got one more plane to get out, which has snuck out towards the end of the show. It wasn't pinging when I last looked, so that's a little bonus for everybody. A330 from Virgin Atlantic to wrap up today's show. I think that's a Lee Davies special if ever I've seen one.
I must say, flying on board them British Airways 321neos is so good.
Is it?
They're so smart and smooth and quiet. Just great experience all around.
Cheers, Swag Boss. Thank you, mate. Don't forget, folks, on Twitch, check if you've got a Twitch Prime available. That's a free sub that you can use to the channel to help support the content we make here on Airliners Live. If you can help us hit that sub goal before we finish today, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you can literally get return flights from Manchester to London Heathrow for like £100 if you just book them online. And it's such a nice experience because it's a quick check-in process if you're not checking in bags, which most people won't if you're just doing that flight. Because it's a really quick, seamless process. Boarding the plane is super quick. The flight's short. You get that gorgeous view of London. It's a nice aircraft, great service. It's just such a good vibe.
Fezzer turning up for his one departure.
Hey.
Standard. Yo, yo, yo. And Brian, a brand new viewer to the channel. Welcome, Brian.
Welcome in, Brian. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, John. See you on the next one.
It's always nice seeing John in the China.
There it is, Virgin A330 on the way down to Juliet 1. Next to depart. I sent John a video of my landing last night because I'm struggling with my landings at the minute, and he didn't actually take the opportunity to spice me for once, which was quite nice. Must have woke up on the right side of bed, I think.
Birds are not scared of planes. Oh, they are. They really are. Because to a bird, a plane just looks like a massive predator to them, you know. And if they do get hit by a plane, it's not usually something they can avoid.
Cheers, Tim, tuning in from Minnesota. Welcome to you.
Welcome in. People in the US just waking up as well.
Yeah, for everyone who's watching our channel from the US, something for you guys to look forward to. In the summer months, when the RVP opens late into the evening, we switch this show from the morning here at the UK to the afternoon, which means we get a sunset show here in the UK, and for you guys in the US, it's at a much friendlier time slot for you. So we do get a lot of US viewers tuning in for those. So that usually happens towards the summer. So we'll keep you up to date on that as and when we can.
Not so good for our Australian viewers.
No.
But the Sunday show stays the same.
Yeah.
Landing gear coming straight up that time. The Virgin Atlantic A330. No hot brakes for her. Awesome departure. Here on your Midweek Madness, Airliners Live. Great show.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in today, enjoying the midweek with us, and it's good to be back chilling with you guys. Of course, we're going to be back on Sunday for the Super Sunday show. John's going to be live over on Simulate tomorrow evening, so make sure you tune into that. And of course, Mr. Matt Cam Smith will be here on Friday for the Friday show with Mr. Matty Boy here from Manchester Airport, so make sure you tune in for that as well. All the info is in the descriptions. We share the streams on our socials as well, so just keep an eye open for that if you are new to the channel. And to make it a bit easier, just click that little bell notification if you are new today, and you'll get a little YouTube alert when we go live as well. Well done to Brownie up on the roof. Thank you. Your show today, and from all of us here at Airliners Live, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you all on Sunday. Take care.
See ya.
See ya. Matt, welcome to Premium Economy just at the end of the stream. Matt Hinmarch, thank you very much for your VIP membership. Take care, guys. Ta-ra.